Smoke weed every day.
Keeping it on lockdown. All world is in the building.
Welcome to my hood.
My hood. My hood.
There ain't
Nothing normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Where everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
If you stay dirty, we got something for you.
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really tryna ride, step into the
Buckle up, I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we optimize. Vandalizing lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots at this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
welcome to my hood.
My hood. My hood.
There ain't
Nothing normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Where everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
If you stay dirty, we got something for you.
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really tryna ride, step into the
Yeah, I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you could call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood, showing what's really good. The feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
welcome to my hood.
My hood. My hood.
There ain't
Nothing normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Where everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
If you stay dirty, we got something for you.
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really tryna ride, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Smoke weed every day.
From Boston to outer space, we're gonna take you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal Hood Live.
All right. We're gonna learn today.
And you know this, man.
Just mad cause your ass is old. Hold up. Wait.
Axel.
There was
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Fuck off.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
That's a huge bitch.
we, as a paranormal voice of the hood.
God damn it! We lost! We fucking super lost, man! Tell him, McCluskey.
Tell them what time it is.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Hi. What's up?
Hey.
Friday. You ain't got no job. You gonna get you high?
The Baldwin body count. That's what's up. Oh, too soon? Sorry.
What happened? Whose body count? What? Ice-T's group?
What's his
Body
face? They put something went wrong with his prop gun. Wasn't that?
Oh yeah, Alec
one of the
Baldwin.
Baldwin?
Yeah. First of all, the idea, it's an asinine thought to think that a real gun would be anywhere on a fucking prop set on a stage, period. That's not an accident. Shit, those aren't accidents. You don't make those mistakes. There's no reason in that scenario for you to have a real gun present with actors and people who are not trained to have weapons. There's no reason for those weapons to be there whatsoever. So I'm not saying that Alec Baldwin is crazy. I'm not saying that, there's some conspiracy behind it, but the idea that you have people handling weapons who themselves may even carry sidearms or whatever and stuff and aren't cognizant of what they're doing at the time is not a good idea. You should never mix those two. There's no reason for a real gun to be on the set of a movie. It's dumb.
Smells like shenanigans to me.
Yeah, it does. It smells like someone fucked up. It could be on purpose. It could. I don't know where to go with this. I don't know enough behind the story, and I doubt we'll ever really know. But I wouldn't assume anything. I can assume that there's human error, but only on the part that some stupid fucking human being who handles prop weapons also handles real weapons. They're probably weapon trained, which makes sense, but they should not be able to have those two in any scenario in the same place. Just saying. You don't go to a shooting range and rent a prop gun. You go to a shooting range and either you bring a weapon or they have weapons they provide you. They don't provide you with prop guns. They don't say, here's a prop gun. We're going to teach you on a prop gun. No, they teach you on actual weapons. They teach you how to clean them. They teach you how to do everything you need to do to that weapon before you even fucking fire it. At least that's how I was trained. So I just don't get how that can happen. It's not the first time. So you would think after like Brandon Lee and other people have been hurt like that would have been something that just should not happen again. But again, human beings. And they wonder why my black ass won't jump out of a fucking plane. I'm going to trust somebody I can't pack a fucking parachute. You think I'm going to trust somebody else to fucking pack that shit for me? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, okay. You can't get motherfuckers who can't tell the difference between a real gun and a prop gun, and I'm supposed to think that some asshole. You watch all these videos too. You see videos all the time of people going on these fucking. There's a woman who just jumped off a fucking bridge on a bungee cord and shit, and in front of her kids, and the dude didn't put the back harness or whatever on, and she just sits up on the bridge and just jumps away and just dies. Nope. You know why? Because of human error. Human beings, unfortunately, all it takes is for you to just start daydreaming for 2 seconds while you're hooking up that person's harness and you're thinking away somewhere like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to work right now. Damn, I wish I was home drinking or sitting on the beach or something. Whoops. Oh, my bad.
Look, a squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should not be bouncing back pretty soon.
And Steve Ronan, I don't want to avoid your question. I honestly didn't listen to it. I can tell you that myself personally, I've never dealt with addiction. I have dealt with people with addiction, but that was mostly earlier on in my life during like the crack epidemic and stuff. And I saw what they didn't do and refused to do back then. They do a lot more even so now than they did back then, but still never enough. It's absolutely not enough. But I didn't listen to it because it's not really something that I can fully get into and understand everything that they're talking about. So I can't make a judgment on it. Somebody else would have to make judgments on that. Fucking prop guns. You can't tell the difference. That makes you not even want to do no fucking stunts and shit like that involve like guns and everything and stuff. If people are gonna be that stupid.
So what Keats wrote he wrote the crew left before the scene due to a union dispute and had some student prop master.
Right, but even that keeps. I'm just saying, in what scenario with even the professionals who were there, or now their student prop master, why is there a real gun even accessible on this set? That's the part I don't get. There's no scenario in this movie or whatever, a TV show, whatever they're fucking filming, where they would probably need a real gun. The replica looks just like a real gun, minus the fact that it doesn't have a firing pin or it shoots blanks. And these ones most likely shoot blanks. So why would they have real bullets or anything even anywhere near that scenario is weird to me, or a real gun, period. Whether it was the real gun or somebody just loaded this gun, because it does have the capability of firing, because you have starter pistols, which wouldn't fire a fucking, it's not going to fire a bullet. It's going to fire a blank and make a fucking noise when you start a fucking race. I just don't know why you would have anything real in that scenario as far as ammunition, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Keith wrote that he agrees. Like, why would you have live ammunition? And they're using like ancient revolvers, like, so this is supposed to be a Western, I guess. And no, Alec Baldwin's not dead. Unfortunately, he's the one that fired the prop gun or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The only thing I could possibly think of would be where they had went to a collector for authenticity of the gun for the movie, and one of them collectors accidentally left bullets in that gun, and when they went to load the blanks, they overlooked it and thought it was a blank too. That's the only possibility I could think of how they would have gotten real bullets in a gun anywhere near that.
Well, you also have somebody who might be used to modern weapons as opposed to, older weapons, or more, I wouldn't call them ancient, but older Western style weapons. Someone would know how to maybe use a 9mm now as opposed to a revolver back then, and wouldn't know the difference in the ammunition maybe. But I still don't, I don't know. Don't know where the blame will lie. I guess we'll never hear about it. Somebody will get paid and shit will go away.
Yeah.
So where's Robin? All week long, she has been dying for you to go live, and she's not here.
She's gonna wake up near the end and be like, "Oh my god, just woke up."
Shoot, let's see.
I know, because it's Friday night, throwing everybody off.
Yeah, she's usually trotting around talking about Halloween, and yeah, she was like, "Oh, JiGGYs live! Oh, JiGGYs live!"
I don't know if he'll get charged, Steve Ronan. The only way he would most likely get charged if for some reason he had his own personal weapon, which could be a possibility too. Maybe he's like, shit, I got better revolvers than they got. I have these ancient revolvers. We'll use these. I don't know. You'd have to know the whole scenario. I don't see him getting charged necessarily. It wouldn't be his negligence. It wouldn't necessarily be on him, unless there's somewhere in his clause in his contract that says I have to also personally inspect these weapons before I fire them, or something like that. There'd have to be a whole lot of shit involved for that. We just don't know the whole scenario. We're just getting bits and pieces of it coming out.
It's still tragic regardless.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's senseless. It doesn't make sense.
I low-key was hoping it's a publicity stunt, because I was hearing the big uproar about how celebrities were needing a little bit more love. They weren't getting the attention they needed or something like that. And I was kind of hoping it was just a publicity stunt, but
I would hope not either, though. Who the fuck wants a publicity stunt like that involves actual real, people getting murdered just trying to do a fucking job?
That's the thing. I was hoping it wasn't no one real getting murdered. It was just a bunch of BS. And, they're just talking crap. No one got killed, But I guess not. Someone got killed, huh?
No, yeah, someone did.
That sucks.
Steve Ronan, I wish the world never had guns. I wish the world never found swords, knives, or anything and shit. It's just anything but rocks. People are always going to find a way to kill you. No matter what. They were doing it before guns. They were doing it before knives. They were doing it. They did it with their bare hands at some point. Motherfuckers, they just beat you down and shit. So human beings will always find a way to do what they want to do.
Release the hounds.
But yeah, I'd be all for it. If there was no guns, if you could assure me that there was not one gun in this country, I would. Cool. There's way more illegal shit out there than there is legal. So that's what makes it even scarier.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't want to talk guns. I enjoy them too. They're fun at a shooting range. That's the only time they're fun. Or like if you're outside, you have a place where you can shoot outdoors, whatever. But other than that, that's the only time they're fun. There's no scenario where I've had my sidearm on me, where I've had to draw it, anything in the line of work that was ever fun. I will never, ever tell any story that I've ever told anybody. Where I was like, yeah, man, it was fun. No, it is the most tense shit that can possibly happen to you. Because you have the life to take, you have the power in their hand to take somebody's life, but they also have the power to take yours at the same time in some of those scenarios. So it's sketchy, shady shit. And it's all split second calls. It's all training. It's all whatever your instincts and stuff that have to kick in for the scenario to work out to your favor, where you don't even have to fire that weapon. That was the thing growing up. Like all the cops that I knew and shit, they used to make jokes about the fact that, dude, like my gun like collects cobwebs and shit. Like I've never shot anybody. Like, you know, I've never been shot at. There were very few scenarios where cops even had to draw their guns as much back in the day. But unfortunately, everything has changed. Because I remember those days clearly. They're like, shoot somebody? Fuck no. Well, that's the last thing, especially around here. Cops in Massachusetts would tell you they ain't trying to shoot nobody. The paperwork here and the shit that they get, the backlash they get is ridiculous. This state is no joke when it comes to gun control here. You can get a license, but you're going to jump through some fucking hoops to do it.
Yeah.
They do not fuck around.
Did you hear about, what is that, Yellowstone Park? I was bugging Spooky about Yellowstone Park.
What about it? Was it going to explode again?
I don't know. They just here recently, they had some pictures, and I said, hey, Spooky, because you don't know.
Say that name here, please.
Spooky?
Yeah, could you just explain that, please?
What shit?
Okay. I'm not going to explain it. Just please move on.
Okay. But I was like, okay. And that individual said they would take it to their supervisor, and it seems to be, it might actually be authentic. I guess there's a big old bubble or a dome.
Do you ever Google
up.
shit, though? Do you ever just take the time to actually Google stuff yourself, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I do.
But if you wanted to actually know the story and actually know if it was serious and it could affect you in possibly any way, wouldn't you want to look at the story yourself a little bit, though?
Yeah, and from what I can tell, it has just kind of rose and sunk and rose and sunk.
You're talking about the caldera?
I'm talking about Yellowstone Park.
Right, isn't it the caldera, whatever they call it, that's there, that's supposed to explode at some point and just wipe us all out? Isn't that the thing that's in Yellowstone?
Could be.
I'll Google some shit.
Because there's something there that's that was the whole scenario in the movie. What the fuck? Was it 2012? What was the one with John Cusack? Is it 2012? And that was the scenario that Woody Harrelson was doing his podcast at Yellowstone at the caldera, and he watches it explodes and like, oh yeah, like the end of the world, woohoo! And he sits there and gets obliterated.
Well, that was interesting. Because I didn't really know that it was. I knew there was like Old Faithful there, but I didn't know that the land would actually heave that much.
Yeah, they're saying like at any time it can go off, and if it does, it's an end of life event. Like it's gonna be something major. At least that's what they've always said. I don't know.
I mean, a quick Google search is nothing that says like, oh hey, high alert, like.
Well,
so it's just giving me like lodging and stuff like that.
Well, that's good. Got a lot of dear friends over that way, so that would be.
You ain't got to worry about it. If it affects them, eventually it's going to affect you. It's going to affect all of us.
Yeah, anyone on this part of the planet.
Anything major like that goes, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to do major damage. Supposedly, that's what they say. It's happened before. It'll happen again. I mean, look how much damage Mount St. Helen did alone itself. You know.
You're reading my mind. Did we know that was going to blow when it went?
I don't think so, because I don't think they were prepared for it.
They probably.
I don't know if there were any. Well, I don't know if they did have the technology. I mean, you're still gonna, in most cases, get trembles and different things that would happen before it. But I don't remember a scenario where they were saying like it started doing anything. I think it just exploded, and people were caught off guard.
Yeah, I guess Yellowstone, it sits on top of a dormant volcano, and it's home to geysers and more hot springs and geysers than any place on Earth. So if that volcano ever decides to become active again, that's when we're all fucked.
It's on and popping, baby.
Yeah,
because
they'll be dancing in the streets.
Canary Island volcano. Have you heard any about that?
Yeah, La Palma, whatever it is.
La Palma,
La
Palma. Yeah, just right. Was it west of the coast of Africa? And I'm thinking, you ever heard of an antipode? I may be pronouncing it wrong. It's spelled Antipode. It's like the opposite side of the planet. And I was wondering if La Palma, because you ever like emptied a big bottle of water and, you know, if you just catch it right, it kind of goes gluk and it catches itself and goes gluk, 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 gluk. You know what I mean? And there's then bubbles and I'm thinking, gee, I wonder if that sort of activity is antipodal of the Canary Islands, and maybe that's why you're having that swell is because you have that, you know, that empty bottle. Just never mind. Boring.
You know,
boring science.
Normally I can follow along, but my brain is so tired right now. I lost you like 2 sentences ago.
I get what she's kind of saying though, like the trigger effect. You're saying like one might trigger others and stuff.
I was like
just
struggling.
The suction and pressure of the unit itself.
Well, there's been a lot of, if you pay attention to the news, there's been a lot of the underground like volcanoes that, or whatever you want to call them, that are spewing up the fire in the middle of water everywhere and stuff. So I mean, there's 2 or 3 different places where that's happened. Who knows? I mean, again, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And shit, all these people who predicted it, how are they going to call it after it happens? Like, there's no like at the end of this. See, the whole like a life-changing event that happens that's going to wipe out most of man or could possibly wipe out all of human beings on the planet. Like, who's going to live to tell the story? Who's going to live to be like, see, I was right? Like, who the fuck really? In any case scenario, who wants to be right like that? You think I'd want to have a dream or some precognizant fucking moment that tells I see the world ending and shit and fire and destruction and everyone I love and my neighbors and just people everywhere just dying and I die? Like, that's the great scenario that people think about. Like, that's the whole fear-mongering bullshit. It's like, we all know we're going to die. We just don't know when. We all know there's possibilities of a comet or asteroid or, you know, the sun emitting a fucking EME or whatever you call it that's just so big it just wipes out everything here on Earth. It's too hot. It's solar flash that just fucking heats us up and kills us all or whatever, or super volcano or earthquakes everywhere or what the fuck ever.
Yep. No one gets out alive.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's like shit you can do about it. You can prepare all you want. You can go get all the food, all the rations, all the water. You can get a bomb shelter. You can build underground. You can do all that shit. The government could be building all these dumbs and everything and all these incredible things that people say they're doing. But even if they are, if the earth cracked in half or whatever, what the fuck would it matter? It doesn't matter where you are.
Not a damn thing at that point.
There's no point underground if the shit starts in the middle of the earth and the magma and shit for some reason just decides it wants to rise everywhere and do some insane shit, whatever, because it can do it. What are those bunkers or what are those fucking underground bases going to do for you then?
I don't know.
It's a whole lot of time spent on what ifs.
Science
if they know it, if the government knows that there is an asteroid or whatever that's on its way here that we haven't seen yet and they haven't told the general public and they're getting ready for it, in what scenario do you see yourself surviving anyways? You're not going to be on the ark. You're not going to be on the ships that are going into space or the Middle Earth or wherever the fuck they're going. We're not billionaires. None of us here, unless someone's a secret billionaire, has access to the things that would get you to be able to survive anyways in most cases. So the fuck are you really preparing for? Everybody got an escape route. Everybody, you know how many people bought food and shit because George Norrie and Jimmy Church and everybody told them to, and now they're going to Costco and they're seeing survival food and shit like that, and they're stocking up and all that crazy shit. But okay, so you got all that stuff in your house. So what happens if where you live becomes inaccessible and you can't live there? Then what, you're going to pack all that shit in your vehicle? Or what kind of car do you have? Do you have a full tank of gas? Do you really have survival in mind? Are you really prepared? Like, the people really, I mean, I know there's some preppers who are really prepared, but the average person who talks all this survival shit has no idea what survival is. They can't use a compass. If GPS goes down, how the fuck they going to get anywhere? And then where are you going to go? You just going to drive somewhere? You're going north, you're going south, you're going east, you're going west. Are you going to it? You're going away from it? And even when you go away from it, where are you going to? You got friends up north? Do you got friends in anywhere up north from you? You got friends in Canada? Do you got any place you absolutely know you can go to survive?
Do you have cash?
Exactly. Well, money might not even mean anything. At that point, money might mean shit. You might be able to just pull over at gas stations and pump your own gas because people have evacuated everywhere. Whatever. Yep. You know, just take money out of the equation.
I am screwed because where I live, it's bridges to get on and off either way. So I'm fucked.
Most people are screwed. Very few people would survive in those scenarios. You ever
I'm
watch a
sure.
movie and see what people do when shit happens? When they start the evacuations? Just look at, here's a perfect example. Take every movie out the equation. Look at things like, unfortunately, like Hurricane Katrina and stuff. And then when you see what everybody evacuates at the same time. Everybody's going the same place. 90% of those people don't have a full tank of gas in their car already. When they're getting in that line, they're just trying to leave. They are not prepared. And those people who aren't prepared slow down everybody else behind them who is prepared, who has a full tank of gas and knows where they're going to do it. It's a worst case scenario. So everybody's fucked. Very few people are going to survive when shit goes down anyways. Very few people get out during it. That's why people be like, you see during hurricanes, they're like, I'm just going to hunk it down. Ain't no sense in leaving now because the traffic done backed up down there to the parish and I can see it there. Where am I going to go?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, human beings.
On a side note, I wonder how Dune is. That's what Jonathan's doing. He's watching the the remake of Dune.
No clue.
Which, huh?
I said no clue. It doesn't look that interesting to me.
I was going to watch it just because I liked it in the 80s.
The fact that they already said that they themselves are saying like it's one of the best movies in Star Wars, like groundbreaking like Star Wars, and compared to something else. I'm like, yeah, okay. Let people watch the movie first.
But it's a remake.
Exactly. Of a remake, of a remake, of a
Thank
remake.
you.
Of a book.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Of a book.
I wasn't too sure, but Jill confirmed it was a book.
I never read the book. I know people have read the book. I just know that I liked it when I was a kid watching it when I was little with my dad.
Yeah, I like the original movie. It was cool. But I just, all the new age shit, I'm good. I don't know.
I know. Remember Sting being in it.
Yep. He died. He died in the movie.
I know he did.
Mm-hmm. He did.
I always remember that one scene where the guy had the thing in his mouth that he bit to die with.
Yeah.
I don't know that scene is always the one I remember. Who knows?
The scene I always remember is that big like worm thing that comes.
Yeah,
in,
I was just gonna say
the spice worms.
Yeah, whatever he was, I had a hard time just connecting him in with the whole thing.
Well, that was the thing. They mined the planet for spices. Those were spice worms, is what they were referred to. They were just huge ass worms, and then he could control them in the end. They were his friends. They worked.
And wasn't it like nobody liked the movie that came out in the 80s? They all thought it was horrible. That it steered too far from the book, and it should have been like 3 movies to really like capture the book. I just remember people either loved it's one of those people loved it or hated it.
I don't even remember all the controversy. I didn't really follow that type of shit back then.
Well, I didn't either. It wasn't until I got older and heard people talk about it that I started to hear. Because when I watched it when I was young, I didn't know it was a book.
Yeah, I read the book, movies, but I don't know. I mean, I'll probably watch it just because it's there. It's available to watch, and I have the service, so why not utilize it? But I just don't have great expectations, just from what I've seen. Period.
What's it on? HBO?
I think it might be HBO Max. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's a good watch.
I'll wait till it hits Netflix.
Well, I don't think it works like that anymore.
Oh well.
No, usually Showtime shows go to Netflix first.
Yeah, but I don't think that it works like that necessarily anymore. I think that these services kind of keep their stuff homegrown.
Yeah.
I don't think that they really because you don't see any more of the Marvel stuff on Netflix anymore. You'll see the old stuff that was on Marvel, but there's no new Marvel stuff on Netflix. A lot of people are just keeping everything in house. It's like they're not really releasing shit to other people anymore.
Because everybody has a streaming service now.
Exactly.
Everyone didn't before, so.
Nope. They all were like, wait a minute, Netflix got so popular showing all of our fucking shows. Why don't we just show our shows ourselves and then create more shows? And I mean, everybody got a fucking streaming service.
Yeah, seriously.
Drew J.
Hey, Drew J.
Brad.
What's up, Jolly? Who else? What's up, Lee? Good to see you folks on this Friday night. That's right. It's a rare Friday stream. We've been talking movies, murder, suspense, thrills, everything. Not sports.
I wonder, Jilly, if Jiggy knows what an upside down pineapple is.
I haven't looked it up yet. But I suppose I should. What better time than the present, right?
Hey, I'm lucky I remembered that shit.
So Six was kind enough to send me something for Urban Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have a chance to look it up yet, so I'm gonna look it up right now.
Not to be confused with an upside down pineapple cake.
No, I've made those before.
They're not bad, but this is an upside down pineapple.
They're really good, actually. What do you mean they're not bad? They're actually really good. Okay. I don't know if you've had the right ones, apparently, because you're like, they're not bad. No, a pineapple upside down cake is dope if you make it properly. Okay. What up, GS Crippler? Dude, you had me in nostalgia last night. I don't know if Jill, if GS Crippler is from Otis. Well, I don't know, but lives in Otis, Massachusetts, or did live in Otis. So I was talking about being out in Great Barrington and shit, and that fucking rave, which is the thing that introduced me from. I mean, I knew hood drugs like weed and fucking coke, heroin, and shit like that, but didn't know anything about ecstasy, K. And they hired me to do that fucking. Me and my took like fucking 50 security. They hired us big ass fucking bus to go do security for a rave out there after the ski resort got hit with a tornado. And it fucked the ski resort up. Like, it took all the trees and uprooted and shit, so they couldn't do anything with the property. So they rented it out for a fucking 72-hour rave. It was like either, was it 42 or 48 or 70? I don't remember how many days.
I thought you said it was like a 2-day rave, right?
Right. It was like maybe 48 hours, but we were there longer than that, clearly, because you had to get people in and out. But yeah, and that shit was insane. I didn't know anything. I was like, why are these people so fucked up? And those kids fucked up the whole time.
Yeah.
But it was a good night, though. It was very profitable.
I'm sure you confiscated much that
Yo,
night.
those cops are cool as shit. Those cops was like, listen, you're everything inside that property is all your responsibility. You call us in there, someone needs to go to the hospital or to jail. Other than that, you're on your own. Do whatever you want to do. I was like, what? Did he just say that to me? Like, really? Did the chief just okay, cool. Like, you got it, man. We'll enforce your laws. I had
my
drugs.
cousin's actually a cop out in Springfield.
Oh,
I did hear before I fell asleep last night. I did hear you talking about the tornado and stuff that had gone through Western Mass. One of my cousins lives out that way. It just missed her town because the towns are so small. But I remember driving there, and you could just still see where like trees were still just ripped apart years later. So Six, I saw like two.
Everybody be careful. There's niggers in the stream now.
Hey, were your ears burning? I was just talking about you.
Robin, baby.
Hey,
She's far from a baby. Hey, Robin.
Hey.
Just mad cause your ass is old. Hold up.
Just mad cause my ass is cute.
Come on, Robin. I haven't eaten. Please don't make me vomit.
Oh, well,
you still haven't eaten yet? Jesus Christ.
I know. Well, a good purge is always, healthy.
Don't encourage him.
Hey, Robin, you want some breaking news?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a costume on this Halloween.
Really? That is... Stop the presses. Yeah. Well, okay, you're going to have a costume. What does that mean? Does that mean you're going to show up and visit your grannies?
No, I didn't say all that.
Any spoilers?
Well, fuck you then.
Any hints as to what you're coming in as?
Nope. Let's just say
it.
my grandbaby told me what I have to be, and then it got changed at the last minute at that, which makes it even funnier. So later, when you see what my options are, you're actually going to laugh at the irony of what I have to be as opposed to what I was supposed to be.
Oh, you're going in whiteface.
With his grandbaby?
Really?
Oh, with this grandbaby.
Yeah.
With this grandbaby. Okay.
Pay attention in the back of the class, Robin.
Okay, Biggie and the Smalls.
That's cute.
Biggie Smalls was actually one person, just so you know.
Oh, okay. I just know a lady who named her two cats. The big one she named Biggie, and the little one she named the Smalls.
Oh, okay. Was she black?
No, she's a big white woman who lives up in Seattle, across from the stadium.
Does she like hip hop?
I don't know.
I just think that might be a reference to Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. I think for some reason that she may have liked Biggie Smalls. And if you talk to her, do you still talk to her?
We don't talk. I've just been
Oh.
following her for about 15 years. She has 2 live cameras in her living room.
So just ask her in the comments or whatever one day if you're in a live stream or something, like, can you tell me why your cats are named Biggie and Smalls?
Well, I'm going to look like a dumbass because she probably explained it way back when she got the
Okay,
cat.
she knows you're fucking ancient. She knows, as you get older, senility sets in. It's okay, Robin. Duh.
You're so respectful.
I know, aren't I? That's why you come here.
I know, to get respect.
Yeah, RESPCPT.
Something means to me. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me.
Oh,
Okay.
It's okay, Robin.
You need a little respect, Robin. Put a little respect on your name.
Mm-hmm.
You rolling up in here like Birdman did on Charlemagne? Put some spec on my name.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know, Robin. Your friend might, though, because clearly she knows hip-hop vernacular, but you don't.
Huh. Well, she might. I don't know if she knows hip hop or not yet. I'll ask her.
Well, ask her, yo.
I'll ask her where she got them names.
Thank you. See how easy that is?
And then I'll report back here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Robin, our roaming reporter.
Yes. Good investigative reporting. That's my byline.
It's Robin in the streets. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Oh, a theme song.
Yeah, we gotta get you like the typewriters and stuff, the old school shit.
In the background.
Mhm.
Yeah. The ticker tapes.
Breaking news. It's Robin, the roaming reporter in these streets.
From RKO General Stations.
Robin, can we send you to the hood to do the hood report for me?
Which hood?
Whatever hood's closest to you.
The hood, capital T, capital H.
Huh?
Okay, where's my local hood? My local hood is Southeast LA.
There you go.
I love
Can you roll it down there and
LA.
do some roaming reporting? Ask them, what they think about all this paranormal shit.
Sure.
Ask the boys in the hood what they think about Corey Good and David Wilcox and Billy Carson and Emery Smith and Anjali and everybody else.
All right.
For real though. I mean, you just bring a blunt with you. They'll be cool. If they see you smoke weed, they'll be like, oh shit, Granny's dope. I bet you they'll kick it with you.
I'll bet I'd need to bring more than one blunt.
No, I doubt it. I bet you if you smoked one blunt, they would smoke you out. It's Cali. Weed is plentiful in Cali. That's the one thing. Listen, when I tell you I've met people who everywhere, even at the events, even at fucking Contact in the Desert, I started getting my weed from a fucking grower who was a chick who was part of one of the events and shit. Stuff like that. Everybody
cool?
has weed in Cali.
Everybody
And they
knows
feel
somebody.
offended. This is the crazy shit. Like, especially when I was just in like Oakland and shit, them motherfuckers was almost offended if you tried to come out of pocket with some weed. They were like, nah, I got you, homie. I was like, cool. I'm not I'm like, I'm a smoker. They're like, so are we. I was like, word.
But old heads are generous with their stuff, even young heads.
Yeah, I think it's a whole different culture. Like, I can see what it was, too, because I was there for an event, obviously. So there was a background to everything going on. So it made sense that all these folks also had weed and stuff, but it's not going to be like that everywhere you go. But I imagine, Robin, trust me, you roll up in the hood just with one blunt and start telling motherfuckers you smoke weed and shit with them, they'd smoke you out. You'd be good. I know if I was smoking, even if I was chilling like at one of these events or some shit, and some 70-something-year-old woman rolled up to me and was like, yo, can I hit that? I'm like, fuck yes. Hell yes. What you want to do? You want to smoke? We can talk and smoke all damn day. Shit, that'd be cool as fuck to me. I want to smoke with my mama. Listen, I'll say it here because he doesn't give a fuck. One of the funniest moments in my life, and I have it all on tape, I can never release it though, is smoking with my dad. It is my dad is, if you think if you think I'm funny, I'm not saying I am, but if you think I'm funny, my father is where I get a lot of my personality from as far as my sense of humor. Yeah. And this motherfucker for about 45 minutes just did not shut up with comedy. And he didn't even know he was doing it. He was just so fucking high smoking blunts. Because I don't think he'd ever smoked blunts before. He smoked joints and shit. That he was just in a whole different zone. It was one of the best moments of my life. Best moments of my life.
Did he laugh a lot? Did he?
Oh my God, yes. He was in the zone.
Himself up.
Yes. Yes, he was in the zone.
I love that so much.
And he didn't even realize I was recording this shit to the end. I was like, I just recorded that whole thing, right?
Did you play it back to him?
No one's ever seen it but me.
Oh, on his birthday or something, you should play it back to him.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe next time we like go on a road trip or something, I'll play it during the road trip or something. Which is cool because like on the road trips, he loves to listen to my playlist. He just thinks I have the most eclectic taste of music, but he gave me great advice about music because I was like, yeah, all that music represents my life and that's it. He's like, no. He's like, even in my age, every now and then you listen to the radio and there's a song that you just never heard that is going to be something that's part of that journey. It will fit a piece into that journey. It's just another song that you'll add to that playlist. He's like, you'll always be adding to your playlist.
Very true.
Yeah, for different experiences. That's pretty smart.
It is.
Well, I think on your next road trip, as you smoke blunts, you should play him his comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be smoking blunts in the car, but yeah.
Yeah, and I think you should film his reaction to listening.
Oh, of course I would. Of course. The thing about music is if you think about music, it's the one way to record your history without having to write it down.
Yeah.
I know, and it's so personal.
It is. It's very personal. It's extremely personal.
Yeah, and the meanings and when you listen to that kind of music, it'll take you right back there to when you signified it.
That was one of my things about clubs and like especially nightclubs and stuff too was DJs, is that DJs who knew how to take a bunch of music and blend it together and make a soundtrack just for that night. And a soundtrack that you dig in that whole night. It's like, damn, that was some great fucking music all night. Surprisingly enough, up in Lee, I don't know if you're still in the room. Do you remember the fucking DJ at
he's over there.
The fucking after party at Disclosure Con? That DJ was actually cool. I don't know if remember you saying that because I mean me say he was mixing like hip hop with genres of music like country western and shit like that, and like songs that you could relate to, songs that I still knew. But he was mixing these songs I didn't think you could mix together, and had me. I was enjoying myself. I was like, the music's actually pretty fucking good. I dig that. Oh, GS Clipper. I don't remember what the name of it could have been. Butternut. This is fucking nice. Somewhere in the mid 90s. I just don't remember. It could have been Butternut. I just remember it was deeply impacted by the tornado. They gave us 4-wheelers. So we went up like some of the air as far up as the areas I was willing to go because I don't like crazy ass heights and shit. And you could just see the damage that this tornado did to those trees and shit and some of the higher elevations especially, and just spit them out like fucking toothpicks down that fucking those slopes and everything. What would have been the ski slopes because there was no snow on them, obviously.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was no joke. That's why it was fun though. They gave us everything we needed to patrol the property, to control the property, because you're talking about thousands of people at an event, thousands of people, and there's so many ways that you can get in that you adequately have to be able to patrol those areas to keep people from just walking in randomly. Because that's where all the drugs and all the shit were coming from anyway. So that's what we would do. I was like, y'all ain't never came across a security company like mine. These motherfuckers don't even. I've been places where people, I have, is it on me? Hold on. So I have a knife that I've literally taken places that you wouldn't think I could get it on. I won't say where and how, but.
Let's see that thing.
So this is this little knife right here.
Jesus.
Whoa, that's like one of the survival.
Yes, but it's a wallet-sized knife. It literally fits in your wallet.
Like a credit card.
But I can do incredible damage with that shit. And that's the one thing I learned about searching and shit, because I've seen people shot in clubs, stabbed in clubs, all kinds of shit. I took searching. I still have metal detection gear. I used to own upright metal detectors, everything. I did not fuck around when it came to that shit. Did not. I was like, if we gonna fight, but we gonna use our hands. Once you get outside, that's a whole different fucking story. But at least you know inside you're gonna be safe.
Holy shit!
Fuck yeah!
I appreciate your security, your type of security.
I saw too much shit. Like you see crazy shit over the years. Like I told the story a few weeks ago. I remember motherfucker getting stabbed in the chest. I don't know. I just see people running. This dude walks right up to me and he fucking looks at me and all of a sudden his chest just starts squirting blood all over me. I'm like, yeah, gee, great. Thanks. Needed that. I've seen some crazy shit. So yeah,
Lord,
when it came to security and safety and shit, that was the one thing I did not fuck around with. It's like, you don't play around with that shit.
Well, because yeah, bad things could happen.
They do happen. You have enough weapons in a club. Bottles, everything, chairs, tables, motherfuckers, rope stanchions. There's all weapons. They have enough weapons in there. Don't add to the fucking problem. At least those weapons you can see coming too. Shit. Well, you should. You don't always. Sometimes it's that random bump. It's like, what the fuck? Like, who's throwing bottles? Like, what the fuck? Jesus. No wonder my fucking head is so fucking. Anyways.
Anywho.
Sorry, I had to cough.
Why? Stop smoking so hard, yo.
I just woke up a little while ago.
Clearly. You was all late and shit. They were talking about you, too. We said some horrible things about you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Clue me in.
No, just go back and listen.
Oh, hell, you're going to make me do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Because we know you won't.
Here's one for you. Robin, do you know what an upside down pineapple is?
She is still on this upside down pineapple.
I have it already. I have it ready to read. Just
Oh, okay.
Robin came, so we wanted to let her have her moment because I know how much she has missed Jiggy. And
I have so missed these Googles too. Missed your jelly beans, missed your 6 drops. Okay, so what is it? An upside down pineapple.
Yes. So actually, I really should give credit where credit is due because 6 drops was actually the one that
brought
gave
it
me
up.
the clue to look for this, which I appreciate because I was running out of material for my Urban Dictionary, and I do apologize for it might not be as read as well as most nights. I'm just a little tired.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, come on. Dude, it's like 11:15 on my time, and I didn't get to take a nap like you did, Robin.
You're up with the big kids. I know. I got to have lots of naps. Okay, so you go, girl.
So 6, there's, as you know, you can find multiple meanings. So if this is not the one you meant, just let me know, but I get a feeling it is. So an upside down pineapple. The pineapple represents hospitality and welcoming. A pineapple is placed on a porch or mailbox by swingers to signify that a swinger party is going on. A pineapple is turned upside down when a person is in search of a swinger party. Originally, it was turned upside down in the individual shopping cart, but pineapple popularity has made it except on clothes and other items. Swingers use this symbol to identify each other in public. And if I was to use this in a sentence, my neighbor left an upside down pineapple on my porch last night. I think he wants to swing. Was that what you were looking for, 6?
That was perfect. See, I didn't know what that was until just the other day, and immediately I thought of you. That's how twisted I am.
Did you find a pineapple on your porch or something?
No, it just come up. I mean, it's just
that's
you
not
know.
the case.
I have never heard of that.
I had neither, and I guess it's more of no offense, Robin's generation that
not my generation. That's got to be recent.
So I also got upside down pineapple cake. That's why I said if I wasn't sure if that was exactly what you wanted. But now we're all going to be looking for pineapples.
And somebody said in the chat, the safe word is pineapple juice.
It's purge.
Yeah, I think that. So an upside down. Do you want to hear what an upside down pineapple cake is, or I can save it for another night?
Go for it.
Because this is usually more the stuff that was pretty tame in the ones that I've read.
That was
so an upside down pineapple cake. The girl is upside down, of course, with her head hanging off a bed/couch.
Okay, we've been here before. And
she is giving a boy a blowjob. And when he comes, she keeps it in her mouth and then proceeds to spray it all over his body, hence the topping on the cake. So, boy 1, dude, why y'all sticky? Boy 2, Girlfriend tried something new. The upside down pineapple cake. Boy one. You need to end that relationship ASAP. I agree.
Boy two, you need to end that relationship with boy one, because how does he even realize that your body is sticky?
Yeah, did he give you the
Like,
Then we're gonna
how
go
did he
back
get to
the
you to know you
original
were sticky?
swinger.
Exactly.
Because he's a
I'm just
What
swing.
did they see definition 1 for swingers?
Okay, and then boy 2 says, dude, take a shower when you get out of that hole.
Yeah, when you're done swinging. So there you go. My job
Well,
is done.
Well, thank you. And it was a job well done.
And thank you, 6 Drops, for the assist. I will not take full credit because this is a team effort, right?
There you go.
Yeah, high five.
High five. There you go.
Oh, yeah. So that's it.
But you never know. Next time someone accidentally drops pineapple on your pizza, maybe they're trying to give you a hint. Wink, wink,
Well,
wink.
no, it can't be that way because I like pineapple on my pizza.
I've eaten many a pineapple pizza. Ain't no one showed up at my door with no craziness.
But it's a
They
whole
get hurt.
pineapple. That's what they're taught. That it's not cut up pineapple. It's a whole pineapple that you gotta have.
Or you order pineapple on your pizza and the delivery guy gives you the little winky, winky, winky.
Stop it! Don't
Ah.
order pizza. I get it from one place that I like it from, and that's it.
If he starts looking at you funny, you might want to change your toppings.
Don't get it twisted. When I used to deliver groceries, man, there were many a woman who would answer. They know you're coming. They can literally track what you're doing. If you've ever used Instacart, you literally can track who your shopper is, what they're doing, when they check out. Exactly.
Yeah.
And these chicks would answer the door. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a towel. I just got out the shower and everything. Or they'd be in their workout gear and they got to bend over and do all this. Oh, could you bring it inside, please, and put it over? Whatever. Okay, night. On. Bye. Yeah. Have a good day. Great. Yeah. I'm not looking for the afternoon to fucking delight. I'm straight. I'm good.
I had my best friend way back when I was a young mother. Her husband was a cop, and he said that they do either a something check or answer a call, and lots of women would show up in little skimpies, little negligees, and posing for him. And he says, I said, holy crap. He says, yeah, it's like anything in a uniform, they'll show up like that for.
Or when they get pulled over, they like fucking popping their titties out and shit and everything. All cute.
Button,
was I going too fast? Yeah.
Officer, what was I doing?
You ever see? That's what I loved about Cannonball Run. If you remember the movie Cannonball Run, I think it was Adrienne Barbeau was one of the women. I don't remember the other woman's name.
And
but they were. And every time they got pulled over, it was always dudes, and they would always pull, zip it and get all ready and look in the mirror and shit. And then near the end, they got pulled over finally by a female cop who was like, "Nope, this shit ain't gonna work here. I'm good."
That's too funny.
That was a good movie.
Like dudes,
That's
like how often does a dude
movies.
get pulled over by a good-looking female cop who's like license and registration, but I'm gonna search you? Like, hell yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I used to tell this female cop all the time. I used to do she used to do the details. I'm like, you can do whatever you want to do to me. You can search me. I got weapons. I got weapons. Yep, everywhere.
Okay,
Find
bend
me.
over and grab your ankles.
Yeah. I just don't want to. It's no body cavity search. I'm like, we ain't going that far. Calm down, woman.
You said anything.
That shit almost happened one time in Miami. Was it Miami International Airport?
What?
So because I traveled so much, my passport would look ridiculous. But I was in Miami on vacation, and one of myself and one of my workers we were the last two in Miami. We were leaving, and we got a call from our friends who we do security for in Jamaica, who like, "Oh, what are you doing?" We're like, "Well, we're about to go home. We're in Miami. Well, come to Jamaica." Like, what do you mean? Just come to Jamaica. Okay, how are we getting there? What are we doing? They're like, "Don't worry. They have all our information. Like, we'll book 2 tickets, and you'll be straight. Just call us when you get to the airport and shit." So. When we go to Jamaica, we literally go from Miami to Jamaica. They stamp our passports. They give us shit in fucking customs, so they find out who we're there, and then everything is fine. So when we come back to Miami, they take us aside and they're looking at our passports. They're like, "Okay, so wait a minute. Why were you just in Jamaica for such a quick trip? Like a few days, they're like, where did you stay? What did you do?" And I'm explaining to them, like, listen, we're bodyguards, we do security and stuff like that. Cause they're going through our bags. They're finding like our weapons that we are allowed to carry and stuff. And they're like, why do you have this stuff? Like, this is what we do. But we were in Miami and we got a call to go to secure a birthday party in Jamaica and stuff. And the woman's like, yeah, okay. And what were you doing there for? Because they just literally thought we were drug dealers. She did not want to believe we weren't drug dealers. But the other dude who's there, happened to be he was Jamaican. The other, what do you call it? TSA, they weren't TSA at the time. I forgot what the fuck they were called. But this is before
security.
Yeah, just no, they weren't airports. They were
passport
customs.
control.
No, they're customs.
Customs. Well, in other countries, it's passport control.
Yeah, they're customs and shit. American customs agents. So that was the customs agents we're dealing with. But he was Jamaican, but he was letting this shit go on. So she starts like, listen, like, we're gonna search you and shit. And she's putting on gloves, and he's trying not to laugh, but he's giggling. And finally, he's like, no, man, like he's like, they're true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what he's talking about. I know what happened because we went there for an artist. His name is Beanie Man. And during the time, he was like the top reggae artist in the world. Like, he was, as far as dance hall and shit was going, he was fucking touring the world. We were doing tours with this dude and shit. So we went there for his birthday party. So it was a big thing. So the dude knew everything he was going on, but he just let the woman put us through our paces to fuck with us and shit. But I was like, yo, this chick is really about to fucking get motherfuckers about because she takes with drug dealers and shit. Oh man!
And well, that's a good hiding place up there in your back door.
I'm not nothing. Listen, I ain't keep. What do you call it? Keep studying nothing. No, I'm good. I don't need to hide nothing up there. There's nothing in this world I need to hide up there. Nothing. There's nothing. What would I want to hide? I don't need to hide nothing.
Things aren't supposed to go in there. They're supposed to just come out of there.
Well, I know some people put things in there, like drugs and whatever.
I've heard of it
too. Yeah, I mean, it goes every day in the prison population around the world. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
One way only.
Yeah, I'm good. Nope.
I could just keep thinking about these cops nowadays with the chest cams and the girls trying to flirt with them. And they're on them body cams on the police. Yep. I wonder if some of these guys go home, and review all that back footage of these women and go,
most of them don't even.
cops.
Most of the cops actually don't even get to review their own body cam footage.
Oh.
It's not an individual thing. They wouldn't be allowed to because they could edit. If you let them see that before it was uploaded and actually dealt with in a proper manner, all kinds of fuckery would go on. They've actually said it's funny, and a lot of people who don't like the body cams, and the reason is why, because of the people who actually get let off. Because it also doesn't work in everybody's favor now, because they're not just going to let everybody off all the time, because you've got these things that are recording all that. And eventually, if they're looking at those recordings, they'll be like, well, why is this person let go? Why is that person let go? Why are you not collecting this revenue? Because some, departments are very revenue driven. So that also doesn't work in the average person's favor, who normally would just, even like a cute chick who might be like, oh, he might be like, yeah, she's cute, but I can't show nobody, fuck it. She's got to get a ticket.
Huh.
It all shows up.
Well, Jilly says she'll be right back.
We'll be right here, I think. Yeah. What time is it? I got a couple
So
more.
I timed my arrival just right. Finally, all the intro stuff was over when I joined.
Whatever. Like, you have the shortest intro ever. Negro, please.
I regret my short intro. I have intro envy of you, Jiggy.
Well, you have creative people that can make you longer intros. You got raps, you got your rap, you got Maggie's rap. You don't even play Maggie's anymore. It's like all about Robin or Maggie's show.
I should play Maggie's rap.
You don't. It's all about Robin.
I should. Okay, note. I'm making a note to myself. Play Maggie's rap.
Yeah,
I do have a lot of resources. I could just pile them all up together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what kind of intro were you looking for exactly, Robin?
A long one.
A long one, but you want, like Betty Crocker recipe long ones, or
no, something a little more edgy. Maybe Martha Stewart.
Maybe more Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr.
Or something groovy and 70-ish.
Maybe something groovy and 70-ish. Yeah, better than like Benny Goodman and, Perry Como. That would just go over a lot of people's heads. Or no, because...
Or maybe Saturday Night Live-esque.
Saturday Night Live-esque.
Jimmy,
why don't you two get together offline and figure this shit out?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
Good Lord. Never mind. It's all about Maggie's show that Robin tries
to talking shop.
Well, I figured Jiggy would dip in and give give suggestions. He's more of a MC.
Because he's all bougie up there with his long intro. He's not having anything to do with the likes of us.
Advice is always well received.
Mm-hmm. Just mad because your ass is old.
That's what I think about it. It's Maggie's show. Do it Maggie's way. Why don't you all instead of asking me? Why don't you ask Maggie what she wants for her show?
I should
There
ask.
you go.
I should ask Maggie. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hi, everybody in the chat that I haven't said hi to.
I think there's a ghost around me, folks. It just got really cold all of a sudden. It's like a cold draft.
Oh, really? Did it give you the shivers?
No, but I can feel it. There's a draft coming from somewhere.
Oh, that sucks.
It's chilly out. It's getting
Call
chilly
Maggie.
out. I was just outside.
Well, I'm smoking. I'm sure my blood pressure's going down as well. So
Does it do that to you? Yeah.
it does it to everybody. In most cases, when people smoke, I mean, if you're not really a smoker, your heartbeat and stuff will get erratic sometimes, whatever, or crazy. But
Yeah.
if you're a daily smoker, and it's going to lower your blood pressure, it's going to calm you down.
Yeah, and it can give you a little sleep apnea too.
I guess I can give you some sleep apnea. I sleep when I sleep. I ain't going to do it weed.
No, I have apnea.
Like
I probably
most
should
people
go
say
for-
that they don't dream on marijuana. I've never had that problem. I've always been an avid dreamer and still
I
am.
never have that problem.
Never, ever.
I've dreamt on weed.
Yeah, color.
Some people
Good
say that if you look it up, that they
technical.
say when they smoke, especially people who smoke a lot, they don't dream.
I'll be darned.
Oh, never heard of that.
Yep.
I love my dreams now. I didn't like my dreams before my brain surgery. I used to have horrible nightmares. Horrible nightmares.
Hmm.
Yikes.
Crazy shit. Like my nightmares were insane.
Like deadline stress kind of nightmares,
I'm
or
talking like my nightmares were even like waking dreams. Like my eyes would be open. I could have a full conversation with you, but I was not in the same place you were in. We could be sitting in the same room and I'd be looking at you and having a conversation, but I'd be sleeping. But in my mind, I perceive myself someplace else, like a whole different building, a whole different planet, a whole different whatever you want to fucking
like
call it.
VR goggles.
Yeah, it's literally like being in another. It's like watching Avatar or some shit. Like you're there with me, but I'm sleeping, but I'm still in my dream.
Do you sleepwalk too?
Not as much anymore. I'll sleep pee. I sleep pee and stuff like that. Like I don't turn lights on. I'll get up in the middle of the night and walk around in the dark and do shit, but it's more like peeing and stuff. Occasionally get something to drink, but it's more something my body knows I need water or something. So it doesn't do any I'm not putting shit in like a pillow in the microwave or anything crazy.
Yeah. Or your head.
But my mother, actually, Robin, next time I talk to my mother, she'll tell this. I almost jumped out of a window in the house dreaming.
What?
Holy shit.
Because at the time, so one of the houses we had, it was the floor that we lived on was an old dance studio. So it had really big glasses. It still had the rails. It had these beautiful. I don't know what do you call those? What do you call those doors that you open up between rooms? There's a name for
doors?
French doors. They get beautiful French doors. Yeah, but so where my room was in the living room was my room faced the living room, and I had direct access to the big bay windows in the front. But I don't know what I was dreaming about, but I got up and just started running straight towards the window. And my mother, her boyfriend at the time, was sitting on the couch, and he said my name, I believe. I don't know if it was either her or him, and just like, Justin, like, what are you doing? And because I literally was like, and I just woke up as I got to the window.
Whoa.
Because I was going through that window. I wouldn't have been a bad fall. It was only like, it was the first, not the first floor, it was because it was, we had 2 storefronts below it. But I wouldn't have probably killed myself unless I hit a car or something.
Well, yeah, might have been real bad hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were going to hit concrete.
Yeah, I would have hit concrete. But being asleep, it probably would have saved me because my body would have been limp as opposed to my body preparing for it and tensing up,
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's going to be on. She wants to be a monthly regular. And hey, we're all for it. So yeah, I'll be talking to her next month. I'll ask her about that.
I've had I feel bad for like ex-girlfriends and stuff. Like I would have these crazy dreams and get up and like grab my gun and shit. Like, you don't see that? They're like, what? I'm like, you don't see that shit flying around the room and stuff. I don't know what I used to dream about, but after my brain exploded, I don't dream the same way like I used to. My dreams were crazy.
So, but you do know that you still sleepwalk though?
I mean, but not, again, but people call it sleepwalking. It's more of a sleep present. Like I'm in that between sleep, because I can go back into a dream sometimes, shit like that. So it's more that my body just knows it's got to pee or it needs water or something. It just those are the things I'll do. I won't vent. Like I'm not gonna go cook a meal or some crazy shit or anything.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
how I felt down my flight of stairs.
Oh, geez, how many steps did you fall?
It's a big staircase, but it literally was. I was in that like half asleep. And this is the craziest part about it. There is a bathroom upstairs and there is a bathroom downstairs. And this is how I know I was like half asleep, because instead of just going to the bathroom upstairs, I decided to go to the bathroom downstairs. And when I when I don't even know, I just next thing I remember is because I had pajama pants on that, so like they're like slippery. I was sliding down the steps. Luckily, I was on my ass and my
Wow.
and I remember trying to grab the banister, and I knew because I was going so fast, my front door is at the bottom of the staircase. So I knew when I was propelled off it, I was smashing into the door. So like I just knew that was, but I woke up, like I kind of became fully awake as I was falling down, but like I wasn't like on my side, or my head wasn't hitting the stairs. Like I literally was just on my ass.
Goodness.
And then I smashed, but and of course by the time I got to the bottom of the steps and smashed into the door, that's when I woke my son up. And I literally just, I don't even think I ended up going to the bathroom. I think I just laid on the couch and I had
and peed yourself right there.
I said, "Give me ibuprofen, give me ice packs." I had to take my dad to the doctors the next day.
Oh
So I mean, I lucked out. I didn't really get hurt. I mean, obviously I was sore and I had some nice bruises, but could have been a lot worse.
You were so lucky.
I was lucky. That's what I mean. Like I could have like I wasn't smashing my head off every step. So yeah,
or you could have gone head first.
Exactly.
Shit. God.
Yeah. So it was pretty scary. And I typically I always wear socks to bed because my feet are always cold. And if I had bare feet on, if I just had bare feet, it wouldn't have. I think I would have been better because my stairs are like they just wood. So.
Oh yeah, it's slippery.
Yep. I went sliding. It was quite interesting.
Yeah, I'll bet you always wear socks with grippers now.
Well, I usually wear slippers, and I think since then if I get up in the middle of the night, I just use the upstairs bathroom. And that's how I know I was like half asleep, because why am I walking down these stairs at like 2 a.m. when I walked right past the bathroom? So
what up, Rogue? What's up, Rogue? What's up, Blazing Scar? Welcome.
The mafia cult leaders. Oh, Boston Mafia.
Wait, what mafia cult leader? Who?
Blazing Scar says on the channel.
I think it's something they were talking about earlier.
I mean, I am from Boston. I don't know if I'm a cult leader.
You ever knew anyone who's talked in their sleep?
I talk in my sleep.
Oh, I do.
I talk in my sleep.
I wake myself up talking in my sleep.
But do you talk good English in your sleep? My ex used to talk some weird ass language, like, I don't know, satanic.
In tongues. Dang.
You would date
just some weird
Lucifer
ass
and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, scary.
Weird
Linda
ass.
Blair.
Maybe he was talking to aliens in his sleep. You know, that's a possibility.
Hey, Jimmy. Over there in the chat. Good to see you, honey bunch.
Hey, Jimmy. You know what's wicked cute is when babies are giggling in their sleep when they have dreams. I can remember my kids when they were little, like, toddlers, and we would hear them laugh. I could hear them giggling.
Oh,
and you could tell they were asleep.
Fun.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You see that bloke over there? He's a proper nutter. Oi, you nutter!
You remember those, Jimmy?
You donut.
How cute.
Oh, Jay is foul mouth in his sleep. That's awesome.
I talk to aliens. I talk to aliens in my sleep. Okay.
I talk about whatever the topic of my dream is for the night, and have
you ever woken up like I've woken up laughing my ass off, and I hate the fact that I don't know what the fuck was so funny in my sleep. I hate that shit. I mean, just wake up, just full out laughing. My stomach hurts and shit. And then it's like, what the fuck was so funny? What
How
the
nice.
fuck?
Yeah,
I don't
you want
remember.
to go back and
I'd
read
like to do that.
I get really distressed if I wake up and then my dream was so good, and then I just really work hard to get back to it.
Trying to get back to
hate-
Wendell.
Get back to
right?
whatevs.
I hate the dreams when it's like a bad dream and you're trying to wake yourself up, and then every time you fall back asleep, you end up in the same place in that dream.
Okay,
I
those
hate
ones.
that.
Me too.
That's some Nightmare on Elm shit right there.
And trying to run in your dream, it's always in slow motion. You can never run fast.
You ain't black. I don't know. I don't run slow in my dreams. I be running like
that where you
shit.
can't, or you scream and nothing comes out. You scream like hell. The nightmare where you try to scream and nothing
Try to
comes out.
scream. Yeah.
Or dial a phone.
Oh,
But trying to run away from something or
yeah, and it's
can't
like
do it. Can't do it.
it's
It's like running underwater.
or worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nightmare. I don't even know if it's a nightmare, but one dream I always remembered, and I don't remember a lot of my dreams, was when I was a waitress. And it was like the summer. I'd been working tons of doubles and whatever. So that night I'm sleeping, and in my dream, I could not go to sleep until I got done clearing my tables and doing like the side work and stuff. Even though I'm not at work anymore. I remember just that one, like it was like never ending, like clearing tables, friggin' doing all the stupid shit you had to do at the end of the night. And I had to finish it all before I could go to sleep, but I was sleeping already.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate the dreams where you think you're awake, trying to go to sleep. You wind up exhausted when you do wake up because you think you haven't really been asleep.
I've had the work dream. Yeah.
Or you wake up and you feel like you were fighting Thanos all night.
Well, what about the dream? I haven't had one of those since a little kid where you just run. You maybe run 3 steps and you end up flying.
No.
You ever have the dream where you almost flying? You know, you're flying.
No.
You maybe run 3 or 4 steps, and the next thing you just fly.
Oh, your feet are just kind of off the ground, not on
Yeah,
purpose.
and you're swooping around.
I've had dreams of falling, but before I hit bottom, I wake up.
But did you say, and I can't get up?
Yeah, I can't get up. Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
heard
sure,
if you manage to if you can keep from waking up when you fall, you can actually astral project. That's a rumor I heard.
All right, David Wilcox.
Okay, I heard that if you dream of falling and you hit bottom, that's when you die in your sleep. Isn't that gruesome? That was my old Irish Grammy.
And I've fallen and hit bottom in my dream. I didn't die.
Do you bounce?
When I fly, I bounce. I can't stick the landing. I can't do the Superman landing where I just come in like with my arms folded and just kind of glide down. No, it's got like big Hulk smash and shit. Like I cannot land. I can never stick the landing in my dreams. I've never been able to do it. That's why I don't like to fly.
I get all excited and wake up before I have to worry about landing because I'm so thrilled that I can fly.
Whoa.
Fuck, I'm flying. Oop,
I
I'm awake.
believe I can fly. Yo.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Easy. No, I can fly good. Like I can fly like the superheroes and stuff up in the sky, but I'm afraid of heights. So I want to be more like the greatest American hero and stick close to the ground. I'm not really like the type. I don't think in my dreams I've ever like went to the stratosphere or tried to fly in space or some shit free flying. No, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like the local superhero. I'm gonna keep it local and close to the ground. Because even though I know, like, I feel like I'm indestructible when I hit the ground, though, it's still like, damn, like, why can't I just stick the landing perfectly?
Oh,
you know?
Boy.
Like great superhero landing, you know, they come in and it's just like, boom, I'm here
I
to
don't
save
feel
you.
so crazy anymore.
They stick it and then they flex. Yeah.
Right, and then everybody cheers, you know, oh, he's here to save the day. Yay. No, Jiggy comes in and Jiggy hits the thing and then bounces. And, you know, he's like 6 miles away and shit, you know.
Arms
can't stick the landing.
Right. Spitting trees out of my, you know, what the fuck?
Yeah. Tear your costume.
It's like, it's my fucking dream. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I know. Don't tear the costume. And he never carries a spare.
Well, our costumes are usually fine. I don't worry about that. It's just, it's embarrassing. You know? You're saying maybe I was never meant to be a superhero, see?
The shame.
Or
The
I'd be the
naked in
greatest
school
American hero.
dream.
Naked in school dream. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
you're dreaming
and
about.
never had to find yourself naked in the middle of school nightmare.
No.
I have.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
You didn't enjoy
having to-
school much, did you?
Actually, I was a pretty good student. Yeah.
I didn't
I
say.
mean, I didn't really enjoy it.
Exactly. There's the difference. I said you didn't enjoy school much. You were a good student, but other aspects
Yeah.
of school you clearly didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
It shows in the psyche. That's that that embarrassment of being outed in front of everybody, like everybody for seeing you for who you are. That's what they say.
Could very
I
well
have a
be.
reoccurring dream about a house, and I want to know where this house is because it's a cool house.
Yeah, you might not want to find it.
I have a lot of dreams that happen under this like underground mall. I'm serious.
I know. I'm just trying to think. One, where is
like,
there an underground mall at?
I don't know. Well, that's what it's like. It's underground, but it's like a mall.
Okay.
Like a shopping mall.
Is there a zombie apocalypse going on?
No. It's just you can do whatever you want. You got like a hot dog stand and clothes and stuff, and a lot of things happening. But it's always in this like underground mall for some reason. In my
there is underground Atlanta. That's an actual underground mall.
Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
It's not really an underground mall, though.
Well,
it's more of an underground shopping experience. I wouldn't call it a mall.
Well, they called it a mall.
Did they?
Yeah.
Who's they?
The people of Atlanta.
I thought it was just called the underground.
Oh, the Atlanta Underground. That's right. Atlanta Underground. Yeah, but I was there. Yeah.
I lived there. I spent a lot of time there. Actually, I used to hold the record at is it Hooters or is it 2 pesos? For tequila shots at one of those places.
Really? I was there in 1960, 68 and 69.
Okay, well, I was there throughout the 70s, throughout the 80s.
Just missed you.
Yeah.
Okay, are you a Jose or a Patron kind of guy?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, now I'm none of it. If there's there's one like there's the coffee Patron, I don't mind. But I'm not really a tequila drinker anymore. I had my way too many tequila days.
Oh, that was the first time I got drunk, and it took me decades to ever try it again.
No, I've been to fucking 5-star resorts where they keep tequila and other liquors on wells in your room. It doesn't end well. It does not end well. When you have all you can drink and shit like that, and it's good top shelf liquor, it does not end well. That's all I'm saying.
Even with the cheap stuff, it doesn't end well.
That ends worse because that's usually stomach problems or the runs.
Send Rogue a link.
Sure.
We haven't seen Rogue. We haven't seen any of us here for a while. Good to be back, Jiggy. I hate to say that, but it's good to be back.
Calm down.
All right.
All right. Relax.
Okay.
Because this shit can end.
This shit can end right
in
now.
Any fucking moment.
Okay. Just like our
This shit is over.
Did you hear about anything about you're closer out west, Robin, about the stupid Yellowstone Park?
Didn't we already go over this?
But
There's
Robin
nothing going on. She would have chimed in earlier. Wasn't she here when we were talking about it?
No.
What the lady who jumped in to save her dog? That story?
Yeah, see, nothing's going on.
No.
6 drops.
Okay, cool. That's
really.
No, that sounds pretty sad though.
duped.
Did she get the dog out?
Yeah, but she's has 3rd-degree burns.
I think
Is
I
the
saw
dog
that
okay?
story.
They didn't mention the dog, but yeah.
We don't know if the dog is okay.
I didn't know.
Screw the lady. What about the dog?
I know.
Yeah,
what
that's
about the
not
damn
my
dog?
mindset. Sorry. I apologize. But
That's perfectly all right. This is an equal opportunity for them. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
the dog wasn't very smart, but he was the goodest of the goods.
Probably one of those little dogs that when they see a pond or a pool, they go take a flying leap and battle around. Oh,
That shit is so dangerous nowadays too. There's so many dogs you hear about who pass away because people let them go in like these random standing bodies of water or even lakes and ponds that have that algae in it that kills animals like really quickly too. I know a couple of people who've lost pets that way. So you got to be careful. Like the water may look good, and I know dogs and animals have great filters, but there's certain shit that will just wipe them out.
Those algae blooms.
Yeah. I think I don't know if it's green algae. Maybe it's a certain algae, but it's in a lot of water.
And it's seasonal. Yeah, and And they have signs posted.
But a lot of times they don't even know it's there. Like a lot of, you have places where people hike and stuff where they're not testing those waters, and someone just lets their dog, they're on a walk and the dog sees it and they let the dog go jumping it. The human beings jump in some of these fucking waters too. But the dogs get really sick and they tend to die really quick too.
Oh, God.
And I guess there's a lot of vets that, with the larger dogs, I guess tennis balls are not the greatest thing to let a larger dog play with.
That
They
was
keep
in the news, too.
them tennis-sized balls for your larger dogs. They keep yanking, trying to get them. They choke on them. They get lodged in their throat.
Yeah, especially if they. Do you ever see a tennis ball get unwoven? It's like massive amounts of string. So I can see a dog. If a dog was to like break one open, it could be dangerous.
A tennis ball. I know golf balls are like that, but tennis balls are like that too.
Oh, I was watching this vet pull a whole ass. She has to actually. They was going to suffocate, and it was a larger dog, and just kind of maneuver the dog's throat, and pulled the whole ass tennis ball right out of its mouth.
Videos. There were two of them, two different dogs, two different cities, different breeds, and right close together. One had a tennis ball, the other one was one of those
rubber balls.
Kong balls or whatever they are.
I just read.
Oh yeah, the Kong things, they put like peanut butter and stuff
treats in them. Yeah.
Caught in his throat.
Oh, obviously they got the wrong size. There's a size chart for the size of your dog. The size
doesn't matter.
Toy.
That doesn't even necessarily even work. Some dogs are just dogs. They're dogging. They're doing what dogs do.
Yeah, they're like pythons. They disengage their jaw and they can swallow
they do crazy
rabbit.
shit.
Yeah.
They'll bite it down just because they got crazy strength in their jaws. They'll bite it down just enough to get it in their mouth and swallow it and shit. Because they want to chew on it more. So they'll get the biggest shit and be surprised that an animal will swallow. Like, how the fuck did an animal swallow? Because it's an animal. It's do what an animal does. If it tries hard enough, it can do some crazy shit.
It's a floof monster. It's a doggy.
Mm-hmm. Go up. The fuck are you doing? Go up. There you go.
Where's Rogue? There.
He gets the links and then he goes and he takes a shit and then he gets a snack. He rolls a couple blunts. He shaves.
Yeah.
He got to perm his hair. Then he does his toes and everything. He gets a mani-pedi and stuff. Then he shows up. He likes to be fashionably late. You got to make sure his outfit's right. You got to make sure he has the right wife beater on. Are you wearing a wife beater right now, Rogue? Don't change.
Don't change. Come on, just come as
you don't change because I said it.
Yeah.
He's like, am I going to go with the white one and the black one and the blue one today?
What's up, everybody?
Hi, John. Good to
What's
see
up?
you. Is Mrs. Jonaside there?
She's around here somewhere. We just got done watching Dune, so.
How was that?
How'd you like it?
It has mixed
I
reviews.
loved it.
Did you?
I'm a huge fan of the David Lynch one, but I recently read the book and I see all the flaws in that, but I still like it.
Waiting for his link.
I sent it.
Yeah, it was good.
Really?
It was really good.
I heard some people were really pissed. They were disappointed, blah, blah, blah. And then other people said, oh, I loved it. I loved it. Two kinds of people in the world, those who do and those who don't. So,
what's up, Blaze?
People and Elmo.
I loved it. I thought it was great. They ended it at a good spot. I just got to say that.
Yeah, don't talk too much, son.
Don't give any spoilers.
Because you're a premature watcher and shit.
Yeah, I liked it. Well, I didn't watch the other day because he started talking about nope, no spoilers, and I just went left. When I got home, I'm like, I'm watching Dune. I don't know what we're doing when I'm watching Dune.
Did you see Squid Games?
No.
Oh, I was going to ask you how you liked it, so I could meet her.
No, I'm one episode away from the end of Midnight Mass, though.
You have to do Squid Games.
I'm not going to watch Squid Games. Everyone says watch it, so I'm not going to.
Well, how are you liking Midnight Mass?
Just because you're all tight-jawed about, neener, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to watch it either. I'm with you, Joe.
Me either.
You would enjoy it.
I don't need to watch something that looks to me derivative.
Oh, you have no idea.
It looks very derivative. Yeah, it looks,
Uh,
it looks like it's ripped off from a bunch of other things that I've already seen.
I know. You're always going to get people to say that because, you
Yeah.
know, what
Well,
idea
enjoy it.
hasn't
You loved it.
ever
Good.
been
Enjoy
done?
it. Watch it again.
I did.
I'm
I
like
watched it.
Midnight
I
Mass.
watched
I
it
thought that was
twice.
good. I'm
Would
one
you watch
episode away
twice,
from it.
Robin?
I watched Squid Game twice.
Oh, twice.
Mhm.
I just watched it for the storyline.
I watched it because they did so many Easter eggs all through it that I went back just to catch them because it was so fucking clever. Yeah. That's
I
it.
kind of
Okay.
called a few of the things. Rogue.
I just want to say Jiggy's always right.
Wife
You're
beater.
wearing a white beater.
Yeah. Is
Harold.
is that your black one or your navy blue one?
Black.
Black.
Back in
Hold
black.
on. What's going on here?
Hey, he's Rogue, so
He's
Rogue
Rogue.
One plus it's black.
Well, no, technically Rogue and the X-Men, she wore green.
I think of Star Wars, not X-Men. Sorry.
As if.
As if.
Yes.
Wearing green reminds me of Meghan Markle.
Rogue is the one fucking X-Men who they have yet to fucking unleash like they should. If they ever unleash Rogue properly in a fucking movie, it's gonna be on and popping.
I agree.
Seriously, I don't know why they haven't let her loose in the X-Men universe. They have the fucking toned down version of her. They need to bring her in. Fuck Phoenix. Like, let Rogue be Rogue.
Oh yeah, they did her dirty in the original whatever.
That would be the dopest way to tie in, another good dope way to tie in Avengers X-Men, because she actually takes fucking Carol Danvers' powers.
Yep.
She can take anybody's powers.
Right, but then they find out Carol Danvers is actually a mutant, and she develops. That's how she becomes binary, and then she's Warbird, I think, as well. Right? Because she's 3 different characters.
I forgot about Warbird.
Wow. You guys live in a whole other civilization. This is
You
a
talking
whole
about
new
Squid
genre.
Games? See, we're a house. You in the Squid Games? You worried about some squid and shit and gaming, and we're talking about real comic book stuff. Important.
This isn't about gaming. Hold it.
John, have you watched any of the Titan series?
Yeah, I've watched. I started the third series, but I got distracted with other things.
Yeah, I'm watching the third one now. I don't know, man. There's some shit about it that just
It's I didn't like. I got to 2 episodes in, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. Because it's once a week.
It's good writing, but there's cop out easy shit that just keeps happening, and I'm like, why is it like this is the theme? It's like, okay, I guess. Let's see how it ends.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
know.
still on
I
episode
can't get
2
into
of
it.
the first one, first season.
I think I'm on episode it's like almost probably near the end of season 3 at this point. So,
Yeah, I just started it, and then it was like, I wanted to watch. I had to wait a week. I just never got into it. I think I'll just wait till it's ended and then watch it.
Yeah, that's why I just watch a couple at a time. See how it ends. Okay, Robin, what do you know about the Titans, Robin?
Nothing. Next question. Oh, good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was just for you. I had you in mind.
Thanks.
My burp said, let's give Robin a good bab. Okay. You happy now?
Yes.
All right, Robin.
Thank you.
So how's everybody doing? Everybody good? Happy Friday.
Oh, it's
by the
horrible.
way.
It's horrible.
Happy Friday, by the way.
Wait, today's Friday?
Happy fucking Friday. I love
2 more minutes is
alliteration.
Friday.
You mean 2 more minutes is Saturday?
And I said 2 more minutes. Yeah, then Saturday.
2 more
I'm
minutes
very
of
tired. I'll be leaving
Friday.
when it's Saturday. Just saying.
I got to work tomorrow, so
It's already Saturday in some places, right, Jolly?
Yeah.
Right, Jimmy? Jimmy and
some
Jolly are already in
places
Saturday.
I think New Zealand is getting close to
Hi,
Sunday.
Sarah. Hope you're well, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah, sweetheart. Good to see you.
All right, Jimmy, your task. Yeah, you have to sing Sarah Smiles to her right now.
Yep.
Okay, pull out the Hall & Oates. Let's go, buddy. You got to serenade her. Won't you smile for me?
That she's a man eater.
Hey, I like Sarah Smiles. That's a cool fucking song. Okay.
I used to date a chick named Sarah. She liked that song.
Everybody's dated a chick named Sarah.
Yo, I was thinking about it. The name of a chick I dated the most. I dated
Renee said
4
she dated
Stams.
2.
I don't know why. There's 4
For
Stams.
what? Sam's?
Samantha's, yeah.
Samantha's? I'm trying to think. I don't even know what would be the theme name. I don't know. I have to think about that for a minute. I don't know if there is one. There's been a lot of ethnic names up in there. There's definitely been some very ethnic names. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a I don't have a dictionary anymore and shit like that. Like, you know,
they're the only ones that stand out. Everybody else had like, I don't know. Yeah, they're the ones that stood out.
Maybe Tracy's.
Tracy's.
Has it been maybe? No. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, no, I have to think about that one. But no. Yeah, no, I don't know. So
Any particular letter of the alphabet they all started with?
Yeah, I have to think about that. I'm high.
Crickets.
Yeah, I mean, I know some dudes that won't even date a chick with the same name because it reminds them too much. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, that
so,
whole
like, even two's weird. I'm like, damn, I
don't play the remind me game. It's like, yeah, everybody's different. I don't give a fuck. You have the same name. It's irrelevant to me. Unless if you act the same after a while, I don't think a name is indicative of anything when it comes to women.
No, it's not.
Or it comes to men, it comes to anything.
These are four distinctly different women.
What is a name? A rose is a rose by any other name.
And it's generational too. Like I know, like my son's age group, there are so many Lexis because they're all Alexis. So there's Lexi, like
Lily.
Like, oh my God! I was like, "What Lexi are you talking about?"
I think of it this way too, though. So think about the impact, because most of us are at the age where you think about the impact of even like a Michael Jordan, and how many kids are now adults named Jordan.
Look at our
even named
champion.
Shaq, Shaquille,
Fury.
Right, exactly. Tyson, right,
kidding?
exactly. Tyson Fury, like the best fucking heavyweight boxer currently in the world, is named after Michael Tyson and shit. Like, and he's he's got to be in his 30s or some shit at this point.
Yeah, I think he's like 32, 35.
Yeah, because I don't think he's not young.
And in the 80s, there were so many little girls named Ashley in all its spellings.
All I know is I got a great niece named Lily. My nephew dated a girl whose daughter was named Lily. My best friend in high school's daughter's Lily. And that's just off the top of my head. I think I can get to 5 if I really try.
Well, I have a lot of Lilies in my family because my great grandmother was Lillian, and Italian tradition dictates. So
that makes sense. That's different though.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people pick names for like like name a kid Harry because they like Harry Potter and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's great.
And not too many people stick with the traditional names anymore, anyways. Like traditional names are kind of going out the window.
Oh, I did.
That's true. There's no more like, especially dudes' names. There's no more like Franks or like Johns or like Bobs anymore. You know what I mean?
Not a lot of juniors.
I knew that from my grandfather. He was a John.
Yeah, I named my 2 youngest daughters after the 2 most popular girls in my high school, and they were sisters in high school. Yeah,
you must have thought very highly of them bitches.
It's interesting.
Oh, I was not ever in any popular group.
Right. So then why would you name after the popular bitches?
Oh, we all admired them. You know, they
Fuck
were
that.
nice, but they were.
Yeah, but they were nice.
But to name your kids after them, though, for real.
But I guess they must have had a nice impact. If they were nice, right? If they were nice girls, then I can understand that.
They were lovely, and they were very, very popular. Everybody loved, the cheerleaders, prom queens, blah blah blah. But they were still just nice people. So I named my 2 youngest daughters.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I thought they were like mean girls. Or something.
Oh no. Yeah, they were very kind, and they went on to have good lives too. They're old people now and still having nice lives. I
always thought if I had a son, I would name my son after me, only because I have respect for names and stuff and how they can be carried on and what a name could mean. What it means. What it could mean to them.
I am a junior myself, actually.
Oh yeah.
My first name's Kevin. Everybody, if you want to know.
Oh,
really?
Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Too much information. Too much information.
Kevin, okay, I'm writing that down. Okay, you guys.
She's gonna try to find you, Rose.
Yeah,
she's gonna find you.
Kevin is in Philadelphia.
Kevin, okay.
2 seconds.
Kevin is.
I got your phone number already.
She's calling her private dick tonight to look him up.
I am.
There you go.
she got a gumshoe reporter on it right now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so is there an H in Kevin, or is it just the regular
Yo,
one?
she's getting the yellow pages. She's getting the yellow pages.
I know.
Kevin. It's easy.
Kevin. Okay,
There you go.
wrote that down.
Traditional
Okay.
spelling.
Big circle around it with arrows.
I want a dial operator. Excuse me, operator. Can you please find Kevin in Philadelphia, please?
Kevin,
I know, right?
somewhere in the United
Who's an
States.
electrician and a bouncer.
Operator's pretty good.
That's pretty
Could
good.
you get an operator to place a call for you anymore?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, other than prisons, do people even make collect phone call? I mean, what would it be a collect phone call? Like, where would you even find a payphone
They
nowadays?
don't
Anyway,
exist.
well, they do in
Yeah.
prisons. They do in
They
prisons.
do exist. Payphones, but you can randomly find them.
They're
here.
so
Yeah, but
rare.
you normally pick them up. They're out of service. There's very few of them that are in service. I've not seen one in
And the
service in a
and I know some
long
ones that
time.
are. They're like so weird. It's not like Bell Atlantic anymore or anything. It's like some weird private company I never heard of.
Yeah, and
You know what I
payphones still go by the old stuff that went through the old like hardwired equipment that went through homes and businesses and stuff that doesn't exist anymore.
There was a payphone because there was no cell service. So if there was an emergency, you had to run like a mile down the road to the payphone to call somebody. If it was working, I don't even know if that one was
And you had
working.
to have change.
Operator, can you
Boy.
help me make this call?
Boy, if you guys know where any of those, an acquaintance of mine did a photography book about cell phones across America because they're so rare. And he photographed them himself, and then people sent him photographs of the last existing cell phones.
Yeah, somebody comes across. You mean a payphone? You come across a payphone,
I mean,
please.
payphones.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please snap a picture
Yes,
and
if I
place
come
a
across
call.
the pay-
Pick it up
I
and
will.
place a call. Or make sure they
Take a picture and keep collecting them. Maybe he'll do a second book. I sent him a picture because I found one near me, where I worked. It wasn't functional, but it was. There was graffiti on it and stuff, and I think
Yeah, you'll
he
still
used
find
that.
the hubs for them. The hubs are everywhere. They'll just be. You'll see wires that are still hanging in some cases, but there's no
Yeah.
phone attached to them normally. I have a couple of pictures in my fucking
I
room.
always try to vandalize when I find one. You know,
Really?
always vandalize. Like,
You know
why?
what? The phone books out of the phone booths were quickly. That was the first stuff to go. The phone books.
Why? Everybody got a phone book. Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
Oh, you find those damn things on your front porch, the big fat yellow pages, and then
Well, it was
the
part of
second-
your. It was part of your paying for your service. It was actually as part of the service was the
Those-
phone book.
God, and the poor delivery guys had to haul around gazillions
Oh, I had
of
a
those.
buddy
things.
that would do that. He would, this was in the 90s, he would go and he'd deliver phone books once a year. It was like a month job.
Jeez.
And it paid
Once
well.
a year? Are you kidding? They came way more frequently than once a year.
Different companies
Not the ones
started
that
printing
robbed
them.
it,
That's
they only
why.
do once a
That's
year.
right.
And
Yeah,
God
because you
forbid
have the
it
white
rained hard
pages.
that
You also
day.
have the white pages, which was all business. The yellow pages
Yellow
would be
pa-
business and residential.
Low.
Or is it the
They used to
opposite
be
way
a
around? Maybe. No,
local-
wait. The white pages. Yeah, the white pages were
residential.
right, and the
Residential.
yellow pages were all business. Sorry.
Residential, but you could get your business in the white pages if you couldn't afford the ad in the yellow pages.
Yeah, literally both. You know what's funny? Whenever I got a phone book, the first things I would look up is tattoo parlors.
I would look.
The first people you look up are people to fucking crank phone call.
Nah. I didn't
Oh
really
yeah,
crank phone call
is your
people.
refrigerator running? Yeah. I used to when I was sneaking out with my soon-to-be husband. When I was sneaking out when he was still married, I used to take our phone books and cross
Joseph is
out.
married?
I would.
You would sit on them to
told
drive the
that
car. You mean?
I would get our family's phone book and I would cross out the listing to where I said I was going. And of course, I lied. I'm staying over at Rosemary's house, and I'd be in a motel with my soon-to-be husband. I was
Who
a
was still
minor.
married.
Yeah, I was a minor. Yeah. So I would cross out. Damn those phone books. You had to keep. Sometimes I'd just rip out the whole page, so they couldn't call and try to find it.
And it's like they didn't have another one in a drawer that wasn't ripped out, though.
Oh no! I kept track of those damn phone
No,
books.
you
Are
didn't.
you kidding? I
You
was a
didn't.
major sneak. I was a major
No,
sneak, and
I
I was
reviewed it. You didn't keep track.
up. I
Robin was
smarter
creeping, keeping it on the down low.
I was smarter than my mother.
So you think?
Yeah, that's what you think. Yeah.
That's what you think.
So if it was me, I would give her the phone number of where I'm going to be and have like my homie or somebody on the other end waiting for that call. Like, oh, Kevin. Oh, he's busy
Well,
right now. He'll get back to you. And you know when
I
he's
did
done.
that once. I did that once. It's risky though. It's
That shit don't
risky.
work, but maybe one time because then it's gonna, yeah, let me talk to
only
that. I don't give a
tried
fuck what
that
he's
once.
doing. Let me talk to him. Shit, my mom.
I just told my parents I'm going over to Alan's house, and then I would be anywhere within a 50-mile radius. Especially when we started driving, we would be anywhere.
Last phone book is in 2018.
We're going to the movies. We just didn't say in stolen cars.
2018 was the last
You know what I'm
phone
saying?
book.
It's like we did what we said we were going to do. We just didn't tell you how we were exactly going to get there. You didn't ask us if we were taking the tea. No, so
But we'd
yeah.
be like, we're going to the movies, but we never made it because we got drunk.
No, we'd go to the movies. We'd steal cars to go to the movies. Then we'd watch the movies, and then when people went into other movies, steal cars to race them back home. Sorry, I fractured occasional law or two back in the day. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you.
What?
Well, we just drink.
We went to the club. We went to go break
I
dance.
can still wire one. Like a 90s car without too much like computer shit in it.
Oh,
I can
those
still
shits were
wire
so
one car.
easy.
I can still wire
You can
one
steal them
car.
shits with a screwdriver. Like you fucking Mustangs, like Fords, Buicks, all those fucking cars, dent pullers and fucking screwdrivers, and you're fucking in that fucking car is running in 2 seconds.
Were you go with a Slim Jim? I was terrible with Slim Jim.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But not even that.
terrible.
Sometimes you would just take ball bearings and just shatter the small back windows.
Yeah, just break it. It breaks it. You're right.
Wait,
And
I
the
mean,
club, the club
I heard this on the internet that's how you did that.
I saw it on Cops.
You remember the club, right?
Watching Cops.
Oh, yeah.
I brought a pair of tin snips. I would just snip the steering wheel and slap the damn thing off to the snip part. It's quick as hell.
Oh, that's
I don't know why
My
people have the
buddy
club.
showed me that. He bought a club and someone stole his car, but he got it back. So what they did, they just cut it right here, and I'm like, yeah, you went.
Yeah, one little slit and it pulls right off.
Yeah,
It's not hard.
Okay, we're talking about Mean Girls. I went to school with a girl named Chastity. Yeah, sure. But she was a total
I love
bitch.
ironic names like that.
And so she was so stupid. Her and her boyfriend crashed her car. So what does she do? She puts the club back on it, gets a ride, and they find her car with the club. And so she had to explain to her parents how the club magically got back on her car.
She did some fast talking, I'll bet you.
Well, that fast. Could have been that
From
fast.
California, what do you expect?
Oh, what do you expect from California?
And her name was Chastity. She was doomed from the start. I've never known a girl named Chastity who's lived up to the expectations of that name.
Nope.
Yeah. Or
It's like Preacher's Kids. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, they just look so good when they stand up there on Sunday. That'd be the chick who fucking never mind.
Oh,
yep.
One of the guys
No, you're right. You're right.
was a cops kid, and he was the wildest one of us all. But guess what he does for a living?
The cop.
He's a cop. Yeah.
Yep, that's how it goes.
He would go. He was the craziest one to a point. As soon as you were like, "Oh wait, we're gonna get in real trouble," he'd like back off anything.
No, mine's even different. My boy, he was like the worst, and now he's a cop. But that's because he knows the signs. Like you know what I mean?
They make unfortunately, but people who live that life understand what to look for.
Yeah,
if you've never lived a life,
cop, dude. He's a damn good cop.
You can't grow up in Beverly Hills and then become a cop and even in fucking South Central LA and think you're gonna understand it's two different worlds. It's
if you grow up in Beverly Hills, 4 blocks over is out of your
exactly. It's like
from what I understand, he's doing real good, like undercover shit, like real good. Yeah. Okay, buddy, do you pal?
Dang, like Columbo.
She said Columbo. Of all the cops, of all the shows,
That's the only one I could think of.
Undercover.
Well, yeah, he never went undercover. He was a great detective. But he wasn't an undercover detective. He didn't. He didn't go
We're
deep
talking like Law and Order
undercover.
SVU.
Right.
I didn't.
Murder, she wrote.
Shit, we can even say Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop. Like, come on, she said Columbo.
Oh, okay. I could have said Jack Reacher. No, that's no.
He wasn't a cop. He wasn't a cop.
He was an army cop.
He was a
There you
renegade.
go, Robin. Wait, what was that show? Was it Vegas? Was that the name of the show? What was the dude that was like a private detective and shit? Robin.
Vegas was a dope show. Vegas was a dope show.
Robert Urich.
Urich, right? Exactly, like something like that.
Too expensive for hire. You know, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice parrot.
You know, that fucking show. I even named the dog Hawk after the dude that was on the show. They filmed because they filmed it in Boston. That shit filmed in my neighborhood. There's most of the episodes feature something from the neighborhood I grew up in.
That's
Literally,
cool. That's cool.
Always filming. They were always around and shit. And there's a place
They needed
that
the Marky Mark remake, man.
yeah, that shit was so dumb.
I was like so disappointed.
How did this become a fucking comedy and shit, and like bad comedy at that? It's like, come on, like I can't believe you fucked up Spencer for hire.
Over there, really quickly in the chat, a quick left turn here. Syntech, Washam Warriors. Oh my God, Syntech, did you know that she channeled Gabby Petito? That woman is flying under the radar. Somebody ought to feature her. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Oh, is she the TikTok lady?
Is she the what?
The one on TikTok?
I don't know about TikTok, but she says she's an international model.
Sounds like a TikToker.
And
well, I know there was a there's a psychic on TikTok that was trying to say she was channeling all that.
Oh well, this one also channeled
Have a good one,
other
Jimmy.
people too.
Give everyone my love.
Bye,
Good luck.
Jimmy.
Oh, bye, Jimmy.
Peace out,
Miss you
Jimmy.
guys.
Thanks for stopping by, brother. Bye, Sarah. Happy birthday to your pop.
Happy birthday to Dad.
And Mika.
Yeah, is your dad named Robin? I think one of his parents is named Robin, but Robin is neither male or female. Robin is one of them's named Robin.
I got a buddy that's named Robin.
Yeah, that's a good unisex name, Robin. I guess so.
It is.
My buddy hated it. He doesn't go by. He goes by his middle name.
I still will never understand until the day I die
Yeah, it is
why
Robin.
men are allowed to call themselves Dick as a nickname, but women couldn't be like, well, my name's Patricia. My nickname is Pussy.
I mean,
I think that would be dope as shit for a chick to be like, my nickname's Pussy, and no one have a problem with it.
That doesn't even make any sense.
To you, it doesn't make any sense.
Asshole.
Okay?
Don't you point at me.
I pointed at you.
That was rude.
I'm glad you saw it. I don't hide.
What? Does Karen count?
No, we don't talk about
No,
that.
Never mind.
I feel bad for anyone named Karen these days. I really
I
do.
know some very
These
sweet
Karen. A lady
I
named Karen.
I have a
know.
cousin named Karen.
And she's okay with it. She goes, you know what? My name's Karen, but I'm not one of those fucking Karens, man. Fuck those Karens, man. They come to me and I'm going to show them what a real Karen is. I mean, she's just down
And
with it.
then there's the haircut of Karen's. You know, the A-line
We
bob.
don't have that haircut. No, we
That's
don't
my
have it.
favorite haircut.
is it a Karen or is it a
Of course
Bob?
it is, Robin Karen.
That's my favorite haircut ever, and now it's associated with Karen's. Fuck.
Well, I have that haircut, so
I
whatever.
love that haircut. That's been my best haircuts ever. Is A-line bob, inverted bob.
So what? Do you? Just because there's a bunch of bitches out there with your favorite haircut doesn't mean you can't do it. You know what I
That's
mean?
Right.
true. Thank you for the support, Rogue.
So, Robin, did you have the Jennifer Aniston back in the
Mwah.
90s?
Did I have the what?
The Jennifer Aniston haircut that everybody had?
No, but I did have Farrah Fawcett for years.
Yeah, called it. Called it.
Yeah.
For years.
Ma'am, you are no Farrah Fawcett.
Fuck you.
She had the
Fuck
hair,
you,
though.
dude.
She had the hair.
I'll send you a picture.
You can send me all the pictures you want. You are no Farrah Fawcett, ma'am. I had Farrah Fawcett poster on my wall.
Bro, check
Oh,
your
I
DM.
know.
You already got
Every-
the Farrah Fawcett picture.
Oh man, the first poster girl on my wall. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. is a picture on my wall.
Charlie's Angels,
Yeah.
Bo Derek, Pam
They were
Grier.
gorgeous.
I had the most
Bo
eclectic
Derek.
posters on my wall.
Of
Pam-
all of you, a young prepubescent gentleman had those things stuck to their walls, and you had the many stiff socks under your bed for your mother.
Okay, first of all, you keep who the fuck jerks off with a sock? I'll never understand.
There's tissue
After
and paper
you
towels
run out
and
of
shit
the
for a
It's
reason.
not tissue. You don't use tissue when you jerk off. You're just creating a bigger mess. Have we not gone over this for you fucking novice jerk offers?
Dog,
You
I hit the
don't
floor.
use
I
tissue.
just
You
hit
don't
the
use
floor
toilet
and do what I
tissue.
gotta do.
You don't use any kind of tissue. It does not work out well.
What do? Shoot it up in the air like Old Faithful? What do you do with it?
There's washcloths. There's all kinds of stuff,
Yeah,
Robin.
washcloths
There's
are good.
places you can
Baby
jerk
wipes.
off where you don't have to worry about getting it on you at all. You know, there's the shower. There's crazy places you can jerk off without creating a crazy.
Oh yeah, the shower. Okay, what a good idea. The shower is ideal.
Look at 74. I just gave you a good fucking
Yeah,
idea,
when you see
Robin.
a 13-year-old boy go to the bathroom and just run the water and you don't know what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I get my boys.
I only had daughters. I didn't know.
No, my
Any
foster
other time
kid.
you don't want to take a long shower. Why are you in there?
No, my foster kid. I go, hey man, you ever been caught jerking off in the closet? He goes, no. I go, good hiding spot, huh? His face turned so red. I was like, dude, I was just joking. I didn't realize you actually did. So I don't. You just got it was just a good joke. I'm like, dude, I didn't mean to make it a sitcom moment, but damn, walk away. His face was
Oh my god.
I'm just like, oops.
Hey, those are sensitive topics back then, man.
No, God.
Masturbation is a very personal thing.
Yes, it is.
And here you are just revealing all
Well, I
the
had
secrets,
the
you
topic
guys.
of stop masturbating in the shower. You guys are not cleaning it up. And then I think it's like,
What do you mean? Just hit the drain. That's not that hard to aim.
There's some idiot fucking aiming for the curtain.
Someone complained, and we're having this conversation once. We are never having this conversation again. Are we clear? Yep. All right.
That person should not masturbate in the shower. Clearly, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I have a stepson and a foster kid, so it was like one of the. I don't know. It's just like, hey,
Oh, I know. Okay.
we're gonna stop.
Yeah.
Just tell them to aim, hit the drain. It's not that hard, boys. Just hit the drain.
What's wrong with you?
It's a big target.
Maybe there was a sudden noise.
Yeah.
Like, what's that? You know.
All I'm thinking was, what are you, Peter North? What are you doing this? Jesus Christ!
Okay, Syntech in the chat says people are freaks, but Americans are freakier than most. That I think because
Nope.
it was like
I don't know. I
You're
just
right.
freaky Germany or
I
Europeans, dude.
Americans were
Women, you're-
suppressed for a
Jamie,
long
you're-
time. Yeah. So yeah, I
The
guess
Japanese
Americans-
might have us beat though, because like the subculture of sex there is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they may actually have us beat.
Or China with making the sex robots.
That's a lot of That's a lot of population. A lot of dudes not getting laid. Makes sense.
Yep, that's why they're very popular over there.
That's sort of sad, isn't it? A lot of dudes not getting laid.
Well, you still
All
have
it
the
is
one
a
kid
fleshlight.
policy.
Do they need a whole ass robot for all that?
Yo, but here's the thing though, right? If you're one of those dudes and you don't have luck with women, right? Just fucking pay for it. Not just stop.
Yeah, but
They're out there.
all right, but I get what you're saying, but there's a whole lot that goes into that too. And then you're talking about sex work and all kinds of stuff. And take that aside and say there are just some adults who are like, I like to have sex and I don't mind getting paid for it. I do believe that there should be a place in society for that, but there's not, especially in America. It's very stigmatized unless you go to fucking Vegas. There's one place in this country, I believe, that where prostitution is 100% legal in a sense where there's a place you can go to do
legal up in Canada,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
no, anymore though, dude. It's online, right? And you just go meet. You know what I'm saying?
And those scenarios are worse, but that's the problem too. Like if you had a safer environment for it, where you're just not meeting some random. Because how many fucking stories? I'm listening to stories all the time about people even here meeting somebody at a hotel. They think they're going to hook up, and then
Then
they get robbed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
you know?
true.
And then you're also talking about STDs, all kinds of stuff. If you put it in an environment where it's safe, healthy, and you don't, you're not shamed for it,
there's also the aspect of people who do not like human interaction. They're way introverted, but even introverts like to fuck. So a sex robot, and you can even get like just the torso, and so they
What?
get
Okay,
to.
okay.
No.
They get to
I don't know.
do the.
There's a difference between like something synthetic and the real thing.
Human?
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
hey, but if
Yeah.
what if you
Take what
are
you can
somebody
get.
who just can't stand uh, interaction with another human? There are those freak people out there. So hey, there's a market for everything.
This is
So,
true.
Robin,
Movies
you telling me
about
you
people
got
falling in
something in
love
your
with their
closet?
computers and shit.
You know what? Shanny for Christ, Rev just had a torso. That was the only sex he had before Shanny.
All
Yeah,
right. All right.
I know.
Well, he got
Brad.
angry.
Even where you fit in makes sense there, right?
He downgraded.
See.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed, kids. I got my little guy. He's gonna wake me up early, so I just want to say hello. And,
Oh yeah,
Hi, Rogue.
if I don't
yeah,
see you,
make
enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right.
Have fun.
You, brother.
All right, later.
make a good breakfast. Casey, goodbye. Good to see you and your wife beater, Kevin.
Good night.
Yeah, I think.
I called it.
Yeah.
Jiggy's always right.
Kevin's in
Jiggy,
trouble.
you did call it.
I'm always right.
That was great.
I'm
I
probably
know it's
gonna
a hard pill
bail
to
too.
swallow.
I'm really tired.
Oh,
sleep?
Well, night, Jilly.
Yeah, I'll be in the chat though, but I think I need to get a school day down.
Well, you
Yeah,
wear it well, pretty lady.
I did my job. I read Urban Dick, so if I don't feel so bad.
Well, I gotta
you
rewatch
did.
the
That's
show.
our girl right there, the Google girl.
That's right.
Oh, you
Don't
have a
forget
good
it.
title. I love alliteration, the Google girl.
Night, Jilly.
Bye. I'll see everyone in the chat.
Good night,
Night,
Joe.
sweetie pea.
Bye.
I'll be right back, folks. I gotta get something to drink.
Yeah, you say that. I say shit like that too. I'll be
You
right
did a
back,
love
and
one
then I
now.
never come back.
I'm not you, Robin.
You wish. So, how's it shaking, everybody?
Oh, good. Now we can
Oh.
talk about Squid Games.
Squiddly diddly? What?
Squid Games.
Oh, you know what? Don't be
No, oh, no, we're not allowed to talk about Squid Games.
I'll tell you, Squid Games is fucking violent and
Boring?
bloody.
Dumb?
It is no, it is brilliant and it's intricate and it's fucking bloody. I had to look away because
But now I've been craving Butterfingers candy bars.
oh Jesus Christ.
No peanuts.
No.
Butterfingers, that crispity, crunchity stuff.
No, at work they've been buying the good candy, so I've been going through grabbing all the Twix.
Yeah, get your favorite.
I got like 4 Twix in my work car right now, and they're just like, you know. I was like, well, I think I've had enough.
But trick or treat's coming. You got to have some for trick or treat.
That,
I mean, that's a perfect excuse
he'll
to
leave
buy
that,
sugar.
he'll leave that
2
up
years
to
ago, we went
next.
through like 2 or 3 bags of candy. 2 years ago, hardly any. Last year, none. I think those that came by last year were like friends of friends. That was it.
I haven't
kids
seen
and my
trick or
buddy's
treat.
kids. We used to get hundreds. We'd get like 100, 200 easily.
I
Yeah, me
remember
too.
those
know?
days.
Run out
but
of candy and
the last
Oh,
8 years, I
Well,
haven't
when I
seen a
grew up,
single one.
we loved it. We had like so many neighborhoods to go through. We'd be out for 3 hours.
Oh,
I
I used
haven't
to
seen a.
take
How long's
my
it been?
kids around.
For me, it's been about 3 years since I've seen a trick or treater. Maybe even longer,
We
maybe
had
4.
some last year, but we only had like 5. You know, it was neighbor kids and my buddy's kids. That was like it.
Yeah,
We didn't buy a ton of candy, but we bought some. We'll probably buy a bag this year, see what happens. Actually, we'll buy 2 because we got kids that'll eat
We'll
it.
buy all your favorites, so just in
Make sure you get some
case.
eggnog. It's eggnog season.
I'll be getting
Not yet, not yet.
I could never
It's
do
eggnog
eggnog.
season. I love
Eggnog
eggnog.
season
My
starts in
grandmother
November.
used to make the best homemade eggnog ever. My
I
mom can
have-
still do it.
I have a blow your brains out eggnog recipe, y'all.
I doubt it.
It's made with Southern Comfort.
Oh, see, you have to add alcohol and all that
Yeah.
shit. That
No, there's a bottle with a dairy around here. They make it's It's almost too thick, but it's awesome. I made French toast with that one time.
Oh God, that's perfect. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
don't have the luxury of Hood. We have a company here called Hood that makes our milk, and I don't think it reaches all the way over there, but they make really, really good eggnog, and they make this vanilla eggnog. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, so this is regular eggnog, but they make chocolate milk and they make strawberry milk. Oh my God, the strawberry milk was so good.
Oh yeah, we have some farms around here. Actually, Doc Rivers, who used to be the coach of the Celtics, he coaches the 76ers now. I ran into him at a Whole Foods one day, and we were talking, and he was the one to hit me to it. He's like, "Do you like chocolate milk?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, "Drink this right here." And I tried this shit, and it's a local farm in Framingham where Spud White's husband's actually. I believe he's from Framingham.
Oh, I'll be damned.
That you could get it from. And shit is it's so good. Oh man, I love chocolate milk. Love chocolate.
It is good. I used to love fudgesicles from the ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you did love those fudgesicles, Rob.
You loved them. Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Did you like pudding pops too?
Yeah. You get sleepy? Want a pudding pop? You sleepy?
Mhm. She didn't say no. Robin had a few pudding pops, huh?
Yeah, she didn't say no.
She probably got it from Cos himself. Robin, did you ever hang out with Bill Cosby?
Ew.
That's a yes.
She didn't say no.
Well, she said, ew.
I had a friend who hung out with a big fundraiser with him and his wife when she was with the Girl Scouts of America, and they were patrons and blah blah blah. And I asked her when all the shit hit the fan, I said, "Did you notice anything? Did he seem creepy?" She says, "Absolutely not." At that time, nobody ever. He wasn't a creepy guy.
They're not creepy in public in most cases. This is behind the door scenarios, the casting couch scenarios, shit like that they mostly speak of. Public behavior, Robin, you know it yourself. I mean, you talk about, that stuff it became a little bit more acceptable at a time for shit to go on where it just became the status quo that, if you go and visit this person, this particular producer or writer or whatever, they're creepy and this is what they are. The stories were always there and shit. They just were behind the door. Most of the case, it wasn't done in public.
Yeah, it's that the duality and he's an actor. They were, when you're a public figure, there's what you put on out there for the cameras, and then there's real life too.
And people fall in love with the characters. They don't fall in love with the people. They don't know the people.
And I did. I fell in love with the character. It rocked my world when I found out. I thought he was the perfect father figure.
Oh, you really? Yeah. I remember him from being on with Robert Culp.
Anime. She liked anime characters.
No, I'm sure there's an actor. I want to say it's Neil Patrick Harris, but I'm not sure who it was. But he's talking about all the being a kid in Hollywood. He goes, "My mom never let me be alone with anybody."
She was smart.
That was smart.
She was always in, and I can't remember which. I want to say maybe it was Elijah Wood. It was one of those two. But he just said, "My mom never let me be alone with it." Anytime anyone, okay, we want him to read it. Nope, not without me. Well,
I guess
he's not, and they would leave.
Yeah,
and they would get the part half the time. He was just, I can't remember which little kid it was, but they're growing up now.
One of the Corey Haim, the other Corey.
No, it wasn't one of them. Because
my youngest kid was an actor in community theater. And I was there for every single rehearsal. She was only 13, 14. She was she was pretty good. But I was always there, always there, always there. And I told her what happens. I said, that's why I'm here, blah, blah, blah. The one time her older sister was there at the one time I wasn't there, sure enough, boom. A predatory guy behind the scenes gave her this big old sloppy kiss. I know, ew. And he was married. His wife was in the show too.
Creepy ass Richard Dawson. How the fuck did that dude get away with the shit he used to do on TV? Like he was practically fucking giving hickeys and shit on live TV and shit on fucking Family Feud.
I don't know. Looking back at that now, it's just like it did phase you back in the day, though. You were like, oh, it's
It
just
was the
fabricated.
It
70s.
did. It always seemed kind of no. That seemed even
I
creepy
never,
back
I
then.
never, it didn't phase me. But then looking back, I'm like, what the fuck?
And you know what? The Me Too movement, there was always and eternally the casting couch. Always, always,
It's always going to be.
always.
It's
It
always
was
going
like part of the culture.
to
But then
any
I thought,
place you got somebody that can be in power of somebody else, you're going to have abuse. Not everybody's
exactly.
going to be abusive, but there's going to be, there's going to be some that are, and they're going to be male. If they're going to be female, it doesn't matter. They're always going to be someone who's got power over somebody else. Someone's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, yeah, Brad Gray, the gymnastic. Yeah, anybody in power. Scout leaders, teachers, coaches,
Preachers.
preachers, priests. Yeah, anybody who has power over any
babysitters,
Politicians, cough, cough, cough.
older relatives. Yeah.
Shit, the person at the corner store when they used to have corner stores.
No
Yep.
soup for you.
You want some soup? You come around back here. You come to the back door.
Yeah, there are always going to be victims and there are always going to be predators.
Unfortunately.
Always. Isn't that creepy that it's the nature of
Maybe not one day, Robin. Maybe we'll enlighten ourselves past those things.
I'm hoping.
Oh,
Maybe they'll come out of the Me Too movement. Maybe it'll come out that people start recognizing predatory behavior and changing before they become predators.
Or even better, realize the predators aren't the scary bum on the streets.
Or unfortunately, they just take it deeper underground and they're just not as careless with the shit they used to do.
Yeah, Drew J says, in fact, anybody.
Because you also have to realize the repercussions of that also work in their favor in the sense that now you also have people who come forth like, listen, I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck you to get a fucking job and shit like that. Like, I'm here for that. So,
well, let me ask you two gentlemen something. If a strange lady, don't even matter, say 18 to 80, come kind of shuffle up next to you and said, and act like you was your friend, act like, oh, I've been waiting for you, yada, yada. Wouldn't you play along and make sure that someone wasn't following her and stuff and being predatory? Wouldn't you play along?
It depends on the scenario because I've been in scenarios and it ain't got nothing to do with no predators. They're the predators because you also have women.
Well, no, I mean, if there truly was a predatorial thing.
As a bartender, as a doorman, yes.
We've been in those scenarios before where, you recognize.
As a cab driver.
Yeah.
When I was driving a taxi, I had a lady one day, she was called a cab to get out of a house, and the guy came out, and he says, bitch, you ain't leaving. He grabbed a shovel. It's the only time I ever pulled out my butterfly.
Ooh.
And I was good at it, too. I had that thing flipping around, scared him.
You know how many women walk up to you at the doorman or like working security and just like, hey, can you be my boyfriend for the night? Because these dudes just won't leave me alone. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I've
good.
But I've also been in scenarios where you're in a fucking I'm working and I'm staying in a fucking hotel and I go down to the bar and the chicks who are approaching me, they ain't approaching me because they worried about anybody else. They're the predators.
She's ruining it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, it works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Half the time I never have to pay a cover.
But there's a lot of girls.
I was working at a bar and this girl comes up and this guy's talking to her and she's crying. And her friends goes, can you tell him to leave her alone? I said, buddy, you got to go leave her alone. And he walks away. I go, what's going on? And she's saying, he raped me like 2 nights ago. And I said, you want me to call the police? She goes, no, it was my fault. It wasn't your fault. He touched you inappropriately. And he came back and I said, motherfucker, you step away from her. He's like, what you going to do? I drug him outside. I just grabbed him and we went outside. That's all it happened.
Good on you.
Yeah. And she's still a friend of mine today. I'm not going to say. Oh, I'm not going to say right now. That's her business.
Yeah.
Well,
He
good
thought
on you.
Yep. You know how that works. Plenty of scenarios are like that. Random dudes trying to fuck with random chicks and stuff. And you just step in the middle like, yeah, no, you got to go, homie. You're a little bit too aggressive, buddy. Like, yeah. keep your hands to yourself. Some motherfuckers get drunk and they get real handsy.
Yeah, there was a girl that with the one bar I worked at. There was apartments across the street, but you had to walk like half a block, and then you had to cross this like a busy road. There's these apartments, and she was drunk, and these two guys, oh, we'll walk you home, baby. And I'm like, you ain't walking her home. Oh no, it's fine. No, actually, it's not. And if you don't like let her alone, her mom's boyfriend's in here, and he rides with A-Bait. There's like 8 A-Bait bike. A-Bait was American Bikers Towards Education. They were a non-gang gang. There's guys that rode, but they packed up together. And I said, and if I just make you'll disappear. And then they left her alone. And then I brought her to go, what's your daughter? He's like, she's my stepdaughter. Well, watch her. She's like, I'm fine. She was trash.
Oh.
Well, she weighed like $120 and tried to drink like she would, like me.
Hey, I could drink it.
You could not drink me.
No,
Back when I drank.
She tried to challenge you to a drink off.
No.
Well, I used to be able to drink. I used to drink a bottle of rum a night. I mean,
fuck. Well, you're a big guy.
Yeah, I used to drink bottles of champagne.
I like Bacardi.
Yeah.
I used to drink bottles of champagne in the night. Bottles.
Jesus. Oh man, that would fuck me up so bad.
You get headaches?
What do you say?
You get headaches?
Nah, I randomly got like headaches or hangovers and stuff. I always eat. My thing too is like I'd get drunk, but I would always eat on the way home.
No, I
was always proper and most likely in the morning.
Sometimes I don't know.
Okay, for you, Robin, like again, I'm a big guy. A little bit of food would take me a long way.
The older when I stopped doing meth, my hangovers got bad then. But I also learned how not to be hungover, how to drink just enough to be having fun. But because meth messed me up with that, because I would do a ton of meth and I could drink forever, drink all night. Yeah, not a problem, and just be sick the next day because alcohol poisoning.
Good that you're off.
Oh man, I think I should have a beer. But when I got off meth, I was able to control my drinking too. So it's like I felt very lucky there.
Yeah, there are those who don't get off meth and can't control their drinking, and they die.
My
Good
buddy
on you.
talk about it, I just can't see going through my life without having a beer every now and then. He goes, well, maybe maybe it wasn't meth, maybe that was just what you got. Let's go find out, and go out and have a couple of beers and stop. Go out and have a couple of drinks and stop. Go out and get drunk and then and everything was fine. I'm like, okay, I can handle this. Yeah.
Okay.
You had a guy literally put his hands down the back of your pants. Jill, I've had women put their hands down the front of my pants.
Are you?
Oh, drunk women are fucked. Are you kidding me? Bouncers are like
women are worse than guys. I swear, worse than guys.
My mom did that to my dad.
I watched one of the bars I worked at had like the Australian stripper dudes come through, and I've been to many a strip club. Women were worse than anything I've seen at any strip club ever.
Oh.
Women don't believe in rules. Men understand rules in strip clubs in most cases. Women do not. They don't give a fuck.
No, they think because it's cute when we do it. It's dirty when we do it.
No, it's dirty when women do it because they do insane shit that men aren't doing.
That's creepy.
And the funny thing is talking to the strippers like after the show and stuff because half of them were gay. Again, we're gay, and I'm just like, and then I was like, well, do you guys ever just strip at gay? He goes, yeah, I strip at a gay club all the time. How's it there? He's like, same as a women's strip club. He's like, they know the rules. Some guys try to move, try to do their thing, but just like at a regular strip club, But he's like, women are the worst.
You'll get fucked up in a strip club though. In the right strip club, you fuck around, you will get fucked up. Like you really will. I've seen motherfuckers, especially here. The one they used to have this strip club in Chelsea and shit. It's closed now for obvious reasons because they had shootouts and shit. In fact, yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, you will get fucked up in a strip club fucking around. I've seen people get their asses whooped by the bouncers and shit in strip clubs.
Yeah, like there's 3 guys grabbing one guy, and one guy's punched him the entire time he's going out.
Boy, that's an overload of testosterone right there.
Well, there's a reason too, though, because a lot of strip clubs are owned by certain parties. So it's the whole code. Like you can't fuck around in those places. Down south and everything, it's different. But up here, they're owned by certain parties and they're run a certain way. And you fuck around, you'll get fucked up. They don't. They're sending a message. Like the message is you don't fuck around in this place.
I just still think the funniest thing is me and my buddy. We used to go to concerts, and we'd have to take the ferry back from Seattle back to where we were going. And concert would get out, you'd still have an hour and a half till the next boat. So we'd hit a strip club. We walk into a strip club, we pay the cover. Washington State strip clubs, you can't drink. It's non-alcoholic. But you have to order a drink, so order a Coke. And we're just going to watch the strippers for like 45 minutes and take the 20-minute walk down to the boat. And we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we see this girl we recognize. It's our friend's girlfriend. Like, oh, that's weird. As soon as she gets off stage, we get tapped. Here's your cover back. Here's some money for your drinks back. You're being asked to leave. Oh, we gotta go. And the thing was, we're like, yep, we need to leave. We do not need to be here. And when we ran into her, which was maybe the next day or the day after that, we're like, we didn't know. And she just goes, he knows, my family knows, no one else knows.
Oh,
we never told nobody. Was none of our business.
That I love that story.
Yeah.
Wow. I am just to hear you guys report on women's behavior in strip clubs. Just when I
don't believe you've never been to a strip club, Robin. You've never been to Chippendales.
I was taken.
You never saw the thunder from down under, Robin?
I was taken to Chippendales on my 30th birthday. My friend and I, we were both married. She and I, she got front row spots for us. And I didn't know where to.
Robin was taking dicks to the face.
Yep.
It practically happened.
It
It
happened more than once.
My friend kept elbowing me, and after a while, I started getting pissed because there was this guy with this huge package in front, and he was really, really pretty. You guys, I mean, there isn't an ugly Chippendales dancer anywhere. Oh my God, he was just. But I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, sure you were, Robin.
No, I really was. But
how was the after party?
There was an after party.
Orgasmic.
There was no carrot top.
People.
But anyway, it was great. It was great. I had a great, great, great time. Except she kept saying he wants you to tuck a money in his thing.
And you did it with your tongue, right? In his G-string.
Oh God.
Yeah, she did.
I did tuck a $5 bill in his.
With your mouth. With your mouth. I know it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was embarrassed, but it was great. I had the best time. I had the best.
And then you felt him up for a minute. She was like, "What does $5 get me?"
No.
This was back in the 50s, so $5 was like 50.
No, it was in the. When was it?
You said you were 30.
When I was 30, early 70s. I had little kids at home. Yeah. I was married, little kids at home. I had a vegetable garden. I did PTA meetings, and I'm sitting.
And by night, you was a freak.
Front
Did you
row.
grow zucchini?
Did I what?
Grow zucchini?
Yeah.
Eggplant?
And artichokes and lettuce.
Artichokes. Wow. Adventurous.
Yeah. I know. Sometimes I would let one at the
And
end
then
of
by
the
night,
season.
she was doing golden showers and milking prostates and all kinds of other
God.
shit.
You remember that shit that I've said.
You said it. It's out there. It's always there.
Especially with the internet.
The internet is forever. I know.
Yeah, your daughters are probably watching this right now and heard all this.
Oh,
Probably lurking.
my
And if they're
kids
not doing it live, you know they're doing it later.
My kids have known me their entire lives. They would
Really?
not be surprised
Their
at this.
entire lives?
Their entire
Are you
lives.
sure?
They've known me their entire
Are
lives.
you sure?
They know what I do. They
I
grew up
highly
with
doubt
me.
it, Robin.
Well, not everything.
If
Not
I heard my
everything.
mother talking about prostate examining, fucking milking somebody's prostate and getting golden showers, I
What?
would be absolutely
What?
surprised. Oh, you forgot about that, Robin, huh?
The prostate?
Uh-huh.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
still like 3 blocks
There's
behind.
a whole a good hour of you talking about that shit, Robin. You might want to think about that.
Do prostates give milk? What is it? Wait. See,
That's the semen is the milk.
You have to talk to Robin about that off air.
I
Okay,
guess.
now you're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
You
talked
literally
to
said you had a night and you were doing some exploring and blah blah
Yep.
blah.
So doesn't everybody?
No, that was the whole point of the conversation, Robin.
Okay, next.
Mm-hmm.
Next topic.
You should really start taking notes about what you say on here, Robin, because we remember.
It's those casks of wine, the box of wine get you every time.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Backseat of that fucking 47 Chevy, you know, up in
Yep.
Lovers Lane. Robin did some freaky shit.
57 Chevy.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, a Corvair.
Mm-hmm. They would go to the sock hop, and afterwards they would go and stop at the fucking soda shop and drink a couple malted milkshakes, and then they would drive the car up to Lookout Lane and Lovers Lane and drop the fucking drop top, and Robin would go to work.
Sucking on a chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
Her name's not Diane.
Oh, my bad.
His name might have been Jack, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Diane.
Robin's a freak.
Wrong
Freaky.
Freaky Robin.
Now we know who Rick James was singing about.
Mm-hmm. Rockin' Robin. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Well, maybe it was Bob Seger.
Okay.
In the back of the Chevy.
Uh-huh.
Practicing the night moves.
Is that the song? Is that what he sings about?
Detroit now? Fucking, what?
What? Working on them night moves.
That was those Hollywood nights.
Those Hollywood Hills.
Yep.
Those Hollywood Hills.
She was looking so right.
All those diamonds and thrills.
Yeah.
I know that song.
I had a guy take me to Mulholland Drive so I could take pictures.
Of what?
Just the scenery. And he's like,
his
we're
scenery?
not going to do anything.
Wow.
I'm like, nope.
I'm learning today.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, you better go take the bus. Good luck.
Yep.
Scenery. There'll be some scenery, all right.
Well, once I got a picture of me standing in the middle of Tobacco Road somewhere.
Where's Tobacco Road?
Somewhere out west, I think, in New Mexico.
Tobacco Road?
No.
Tobacco Road?
Yeah.
No.
Somewhere.
If Jilly were here, she would look it up.
Why are you always trying to tell people, give people work?
I know.
I was
What
there.
you
I
looking
remember.
at?
I'm almost sure.
Tobacco Road. Okay, the movie. Where was the movie
Tobacco Road
placed?
I didn't even know there was a movie called Tobacco Road.
It's a song, Standing in the Middle of Tobacco Road.
And that doesn't sound like a song that I know.
That sounds more like down south, Tobacco Road.
Yeah, it's like Tennessee or Kentucky or something.
Mira, diablo, coño, pendejos. Jesus.
No,
there's one in North Carolina.
Tobacco Road, you said?
Yeah, in North Carolina.
Okay,
Carolina.
Jilly Beans in the chat. Tobacco Road. Origins of the phrase Tobacco Road.
You don't have to do it, Jill. You can make her do it.
Jilly Beans is always more than willing. She's our go-to girl for good.
Fool.
I could have swore there was one in
This
New
is the last blunt, by the way, folks. So if you got them smoking.
Well, thank God. I've been waiting for
Shut
that.
the hell up.
Okay. Play my clip, Jiggy. Play my clip.
Look at her ordering people around.
Okay.
Back
Please.
Which part? Bezos?
Yeah, there is a tobacco road.
No, the other one.
That's all you get.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm-
You don't boss me around. You don't tell people what to do around here.
Just mad cause your ass is old. Hold up. Wait.
You're
Okay.
so easy, Jiggy.
I'm easy. Like a Sunday morning?
Like
Okay. Okay, you done?
Are you?
Robin, you done?
She's not done. She's not done.
You done?
Stick a fork in her. Check it out.
She's not done.
She's a habitual line stepper.
Yep.
A line stepper.
You're a habitual line stepper. You be stepping over the line.
Pushing that envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Give her an inch. She's taking
Yep.
a mile.
Yep.
Okay, Jilly Beans, what'd you find for
She found
Tobacco
nothing.
Road?
She found nothing. She said she looked. There was nothing there. Move on. She doesn't want to hear about it no more. It's over.
She put a link.
She's tired. She's sleepy. But what's Robin do? Get up. Work.
She said she was going to be in the chat in her jammies.
In the chat means that she was trying to go to sleep, and all of a sudden she was probably like getting the REM sleep going, and she heard her name.
Thank you, Jilly Beans. Ignore these assholes.
Because Robin's lazy as fuck.
We're assholes. We didn't ask her to do anything when she's sleepy and tired late at night.
She did it.
We didn't ask her to. How are we assholes? I'm offended.
You were complaining about me.
Okay.
That's why you're assholes.
Oh,
I
okay.
clicked
Well,
the
I'll
link
not.
and I did
Okay.
click her link. It says a fictional place in the rural American South inhabited by poor and uneducated. Makes sense, like me.
Thank you. That defines my entire
But
existence.
if you said you went there, though, where exactly is the place?
I went to, well, there is one in North Carolina, but the one I went to is near Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Thank you.
Ah.
Well, Keats would know about it then.
Oh, I'm sure he
She was
would.
out there visiting. Wait, isn't there a UFO base out there?
I was out there visiting Sandy
Roswell
Labs.
happened out there, didn't it?
Right, isn't Roswell in that area? Right.
Roswell happened out there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Roswell, New Mexico.
She was in the military. That's all I'm saying.
Look, they got her. They
Uh-oh,
got
see?
her.
She gave out too much information.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I blame Robin.
Hey, might
Hey,
as
Robin,
well.
you had to keep poking and prodding.
Yep.
Poking the hornet's nest.
That's what you do, Robin.
It's
Robin.
my job.
Wow, Robin.
You get paid doing it? I think it's volunteer work.
I make big bucks.
At your age, Robin, you should do better.
These $2 million then.
I have offshore bank accounts.
No excuses.
That's not an excuse. That's
It sounded like one. It was lame.
Ye have little faith.
I hate when that happens.
The aliens got you. Huh?
Yep, they wouldn't let me talk. No, I was just there visiting Sandia Labs in Days of Yours. I had a friend that was an engineer.
They're getting cloned.
Hmm?
Were you down there getting cloned?
I was. I have a evil twin.
Oh, but they're probably more than
Wait,
that.
there's a worse version of you?
Can you believe it?
I don't. I think you're the evil twin.
That's a scary thought, for real.
Shh, secret, John. I'll pay it. Shh. Secret, me, you. Shh, don't tell nobody else.
Okay, your secret's safe here. This is a totally private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say so. I'm just here for the comments.
Yeah, I'm just here.
I have no idea why I'm here.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
So you could tell us nasty stories.
Yeah.
Start shit.
Word.
Tell us why you're the creepy old lady.
Oh, I thought she was going to teach us about milking prostates.
I don't want to learn about that. I'm good.
Oh, never mind then. My bad.
If I don't want prostate, you milk it.
God.
It's on our OnlyFans.
That was
And Six Drops is her only fan.
Julie Bean says, I'm here to Google shit. Yes, you are. You're our girl, Julie. Neener, you guys.
Yeah, Neener.
I'm your
Neener.
number one fan.
Pow, pow, pow. Are you done with that blunt, Jiggy?
Why?
Just asking for a friend.
Are you done with your blunt?
Video of helping.
She wants dibs on the leftovers.
Almost voice. Push it.
What'd she say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
I was watching videos and somebody did
She wasn't watching this one, obviously.
Oh, shut up, John.
And
Don't tell me what to do.
this husband decides he's going to make it funny for his wife. He's talking with Elmo's voice, with the Elmo puppet, driving her to the hospital, honking the horn. She's having a baby. She's having a baby. Push it really good.
Oh my Lord.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Hey, why not? It's keeping the situation light.
That was funny as fuck.
I'd do that.
Trying to keep her mind off her pain. Them contractions.
You haven't lived till you've been down the freeway with a puppet. I've done it.
I'll bet you have. Oh my God. The one with the big yellow beak.
Twice.
Yep, that's the one.
OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
My brother
drops. That's hysterical.
Took me all the way up to Syracuse, New York from Ohio, and I took my puppet with me and kind of go down the freeway and see if people noticed there was a puppet crow kind of looking up.
I would have got down on the seat with the puppet and the passenger side waving at people.
Yeah.
Or,
should wear my
You'd be
alien mask.
surprised. Not very many people notice.
But when they do. How funny.
Puppets are creepy sometimes, though.
Yeah.
Clown puppets are. I hate clowns.
No, Robin puppets are really creepy.
That would be creepy.
Creepiest. The creepiest, yeah.
And I'd have to keep it in the front of the car. I'd be afraid to come to life in the house and start stalking me.
Oh, I know. And then
It'd be worse than Annabelle. They'll be making movies about it. The Conjuring 16. Robin,
I'd
the puppet.
rather be hanging out with Annabelle.
I was a double whammy. I knew it.
A little, display case.
I mean, Annabelle is really a redheaded Raggedy Ann doll, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I knew a chick who hated birds and puppets. So I was a double threat to her. I had a puppet bird.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You probably did that on purpose.
No, she's like, Six, I really love you and all, but man, your puppet really freaks me out.
Well, it is a little creepy, but that's why I love you so
Not as creepy as a real Robin.
There's no competition here. It's called cooperation.
Cooperation?
Cooperation.
I like that.
There is no competition.
She made up some shit.
No.
Some fucking Robinism.
It's sort of like frenemies.
Frenemies, yeah, but cooperation is way more profound and widespreading. Yeah. I learned it from a big time life coach. I was at a seminar and that was the word that was, oh, I know. It was at a seminar and I heard the phrase cooperation and it makes sense.
Sure does.
Why come
That's why you're a billionaire now.
Who's the life coach?
Fuck you.
I'm just saying. Ooh, you fucking up my eye. All right, I'm going to bed.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Before Rob tries to get us to go listen to some fucking speaker.
Yeah.
No, she's dead, so no risk of that.
Okay. All right, goodbye.
See you, bye.
Good night, guys. Catch y'all later some other time.
I love every fucking damn one of you.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Big love, big love.
Good.
Ding
Ding dong, the witch is gone. The witch is gone. The witch is gone. Ding dong. All right. So, anyways, Jonas, let's want some more blunts so we can smoke that. Robin's gone. There's so much more room for activity.
We do have room for activities.
Let's build some bunk bed.
You gonna watch Dune soon?
Maybe not tonight, but I'll get to it at some point.
Yeah.
You never know.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
We'll
very
see.
much.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I won't wait too long. Okay.
Okay.
Then we'll be able to talk about it.
All right.
All right. Good night, Renee. Goodbye.
Night.
All right. Holla. Have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. All right, folks, wherever you are in the world, good day, good evening, good night, good afternoon, and all that jazz. Now go to bed or go to work or go eat a sandwich or whatever the fuck you're going to do. Just go do whatever you're going to do. Okay.